throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Parker. Lift off by Xavier Howard. Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! That's hard work.
What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and I'm joined by, of course, the Triple OG, Mr. BallGame. We're back to break down the last game of Tua Tagovailoa this year from an All-22 perspective. BallGame, how you doing, homie?
Man, I'm awesome. Tired of shit, but good, bro.
You got to bring the mic closer to your mouth, brother.
Awesome.
Yeah, this man's ready to fall asleep. I see everyone's talking about the Watson thing, guys. I'm only gonna address this once, all right? Everyone, and shout out to Tilly, Martin, the show, Tony, everyone showing up. Guys, I don't know if you saw the tweet from Benjamin Albright earlier today, but the asking price is 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and a roster player to even get them talking. Are you crazy right now? Like I told BallGame, guys, look at the Byron Jones contract. We're in a 3-year window with this secondary and this defense we have right now. They're not going to mortgage, that kind of asking price is if all you need is that quarterback to put you over the hump. Guys, we got needs in the receiving core and the running back room and on the offensive line. We're not ready. And when you add in the $40 million cap hit, when we're about to hit 2 or 3 years of COVID uncertainty, it just doesn't make sense, guys. Now, would they listen to calls? Sure, that's Greer's job. He's a GM, but I don't think they're unsatisfied with or dissatisfied with the quarterback position enough where they're going to be willing to mortgage the next 3 years or 2 years if you did do 2 firsts this year of draft capital plus that kind of financial capital for Deshaun Watson when, guys, here's a simple thing. He's got, other than Larry Tunsil, which Larry Tunsil is better than anything we've got in Miami right now. Let's be honest with ourselves. He's still out there running for his lives, and he's still out there throwing to jabronis. What do you think's going to happen here? Going to be running for his life most of the time, throwing to jabronis. So, I mean, you're literally training. All we have is a better defense in Houston and a better coach. That's it. That is it. And, guys, I mean, I don't understand. Like, everyone wants to mortgage the farm. I get it. It's sexy. It's cool. Every time a big name is rumored to be out there, we want to see him in aqua and orange. But listen right now. I'm telling you right now, Deshaun Watson, I think he's an elite player. But when you actually sit back and look at it, I'm going to send it to someone else. I'm going to say it to all of you. Don't let your pipe dream skew the reality that this isn't going to happen. All right? That's all I'm going to sit here and say. BallGame, what are your thoughts on the whole situation? And, what are you, like, it's just, I get it, man. Especially ever since Sue, right? Since we signed Sue all that money, every big, sexy name that hits, they want him to come to Miami. What are your thoughts on the whole situation? I mean, I think we can both agree Deshaun Watson is an elite quarterback, but it's just organizationally, business-wise, it doesn't make sense.
If we were exponentially better at the aforementioned spots that you said, then I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. But that's not the case. And because we are deficient in the key, and what I consider to be the key areas of sustainable success for this offense, Deshaun Watson does not at any point make a logical choice at all. I mean, I saw some stuff, but I didn't even take the time to read it because to me, logically, in terms of where we are and what we still need, that guy is not going to put us any closer to our goal because, he can't catch. He can throw the ball, but he can't catch it and score the touchdown by himself. So it doesn't work for me. I didn't even entertain it, and I'm moving on from it. I'm not discussing that. There's no point to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get there's going to be 100,000 wish lists, but we got to stay the course. This course a realistic course at that. And a more realistic one is to go out in the free agency this year, maybe possibly sign someone to come in, another veteran wide receiver to come in, and then think about filling the rest of the holes with the offense. We're going young, man, and we're trying to be young to sustain this for a long time, not for once and then you got to dismantle it all. And those contracts with Jones and Xavier Howard are definitely going to be a part of the thought process going forward, because to keep everything together, you got to manage that in addition to trying to add a $40 million contract on top of that. That busts the whole bank, and there's no point to that. So, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and Nico makes a point. He says, I think the Dolphins are more likely to trade for Julio than Watson. And I don't even think they traded for Julio, but I think he's right.
Right.
I think they'd be willing to swallow 18, 19 million for 31-year-old who's proven successful, even if he's banged up, because they need and again, I don't think they will, because I don't think he's what we need. We have a younger,
right.
We don't need what Julio is, but I do think they would look at that longer and harder than Deshaun Watson right now.
Right.
And they signed my boy Kirk Merritt to a futures contract today, ensuring that he'll be back next year. So obviously they see something with the future growth and development with what they got with him. BallGame. Let's shift gears here, guys. We're gonna wait till about the 20-minute mark, and then we'll let everyone. And then we'll start the film analysis. It's about, I don't know, it's about 30 minutes long. So, sticking with receivers, there's a lot of, he's been very active on social media in terms of liking things and following people. Marvin Jones seems very interested.
Not knowing it.
In coming to the Miami Dolphins. I personally, again, isn't he like 30, 31?
He'll be 32. I think he'll be 32 in April.
And is he the skill set what we need? No. So, if this guy's about to come here on some super cheap deal, all right, let's talk, right? But I just want to get your thoughts, because I know everyone's bubbling about that. Because I'll be honest with you, I'll take Curtis Samuel all day, every day over spending money on Marvin Jones. BallGame.
Right. For me right now at this point, the only reason I would bring another veteran in would be to possibly help refine and help teach the young guys how to be professionals, maybe, and get him some reps until they get up to speed or something like that. But Marvin Jones, to me, he's older than Devontae, and I think Devontae Parker is perfect for what we need in terms of being a veteran guy who's been around, former first round pick, been around through the injuries, came back, had a somewhat successful season last year, and had a decent season this year. So I don't see me personally, I don't really see the reason to bring in another older guy older than him at least. You know what I mean? Because that's just a roster spot that you just wasted bringing in possibly another younger guy that could do even more and be more dynamic. Now, I get that, he wants to come to the hottest thing in the South Beach at this point. Who wouldn't want to come now? You know what I mean? But when you was 3 years removed of that contract that you had going on in Detroit, and the Dolphins, sent out a question in regards when you was 27, 28, and you was like, no, I'm not going to Miami. Why tweet it? Why tweet to be interested now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, you didn't care enough to come, sit down with us when we reached out to you then. So why should we at 31 talk to you now? I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I think, I feel like signing a guy like Marvin Jones would be the sake for signing a guy. You know what I mean?
If I was gonna do it, I'd do it for somebody that played with us before, that's left, and is willing to want to come back just to retire or something. But aside from that, to give it up a roster spot for a guy that is going to actually take reps away from my young talent.
Say his name, BallGame. Say his name, Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, man, that'd be the only. Yeah. I'm not doing it. I'm not the type of person that's willing to sign a veteran guy that's not going to be my 99.9% assured starter to take reps away from a younger guy. That was my concern with Raekwon, right? If we brought in an older guy, brought John Jenkins back, who he probably could have helped us, but he was going to be taking reps away from Raekwon's development to some degree, and I'm not a fan of that. I think the more reps the younger guys can get in live action in the NFL, the better they are, and the more refined they become. And for these skill positions, right, especially at wide receiver, the more reps, the better. And no, I don't. If I take a guy in the first and second round, I'm expecting that guy to see significant time on the field, not stand out there watching the reps being taken by a 31-year-old guy who is on a 1-year contract. Is really not a part of my future plan. So no, I'm not fooling with that at all. Thank you, but no thank you. Tweet, like the tweets, keep liking them, but nah, we're good over here. I'm sorry.
Rip 2 podcast. Would you sign Antonio Brown? No, thank you.
No.
Yeah, no, we're past that.
We got a good thing going over here. You don't need something. You don't need that monkey wrench being added into, because then that's pressure on the young quarterback to have to try to get the ball to this dude, because he gonna want the ball thrown at him. If you drop back 35 times a game, he gonna want 22. He gonna want 22 targets easily. You know what I mean? Especially now, because he's still trying to submit. Antonio Brown right now is playing for his jacket.
Yeah.
To solidify his jacket.
Listen, if I'm going to spend a little bit at the wide receiver position in free agency,
I'm going to get Godwin, man.
Well, yeah, I think he's going to get re-signed. But,
Okay.
I mean, Godwin, Juju, because two things. A, Juju won't be dependent on like a number one out here.
Right.
B, three things, actually. B, Flores is going to keep him in line, so you ain't going to see none of that TikTok nonsense.
Right.
Because this ain't Mike Tomlin out here. This is Brian Flores country. That won't fly. And number three, again, I go back to the same reason why I'm so high on Devontae and Waddle over the other guys. That chemistry, that relationship with Tua.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, the thing I like about, obviously I said Samuel. The reason why I like Samuel, Juju, and Godwin is slot guys.
Right.
We need that slot. I mean, all of a sudden, think of it. Jalen, if you draft him, Devontae, if you're going to draft him, they can be boundary guys more so than be used in the slot. Obviously, Devontae can play the slot. Obviously, Jalen's a better option in the slot because of his speed. But I'm just saying, it allows you to be flexible with those guys too. So, and we don't know. Like I said, I keep telling people, if I think Albert's going to come back because his contract got pushed back. Right, so we didn't pay him this year. So we have 1 year on that super restructured deal. And I think he's got the skill set where if he stays healthy, he might ball out in this offense with Tua. Right? Because he's a separator. He's our best separator on, our receiving core right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's playing or not. He's our best separator, right?
Right.
So,
yeah, and you don't have to scheme to get him open. He can get himself open. He knows the nuances of being able to route running is his forte. So, and it's hard to get your hands on it's hard to really slow down a guy that knows how to take what you're doing against him and use it to his advantage instead of having it being used against him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Albert Wilson allow the DB to get him off his line, and the DB thinking he won just for him to actually create more space when he runs the return, and the guy's completely out of. You know what I mean? He's masterful at using guys' strengths against him. My Curtis Samuel's at the top of my wish list though. So
yeah, Curtis Samuel's a good guy in the slot.
Yeah.
So sorry, I just had a question here. I forgot to everything just got caught up. I wanted to put it up here for a sec. Okay, so here's a couple. So Rip Tupac, what about John Ross reason? I don't know. He got 14. Yeah, but he can't catch.
Can't catch, man.
All the speed in the world, but can't catch a cold, brother.
There's another Jakeem Grant right now, man.
Yep. Kenny Zapata, do you think we'll add anything to the defense? Hopefully they'll find that 2 down run stuffing, gap filling nose tackle, and hopefully we're gonna find that alpha middle linebacker, that's good in coverage and the run game. Imagine having one that can do both. Oh my God. I want you to answer this, BallGame, from a coaching perspective. He says, reason you think we will continue to see a turnover in coaching staff because Flores is so demanding of a coach?
Well, I don't necessarily believe that he's so demanding. I think he's doing the same thing with the coaches that he's requiring of the players. Just do your job. Be efficient at what you do and be consistent. And if that's being demanding, then guys do probably need to be replaced because football is always ever evolving. So, like, for the head coach to ask you to come to work and do what I'm paying you to do, I don't think that's demanding. I think that's just accountability. Now, he's high on accountability, and I'm 100% about that. Let's do what I'm paying you to do, and do it to the best of your ability. Be the best. You know, if you're the tight ends coach, be the best tight ends coach in the league. Shit, why not?
Daniel Grafton, he asks, I'm gonna field this one because this is a loaded question. He said, "Are you worried that Devontae Smith broke out a bit of an older age than Chase broke out as a sophomore?" Okay, so here's my thing. All right, so first of all, Devontae Smith is, I believe he's either 21 turning 22 or he just turned 22.
Yeah,
I think he just turned 22 in November. So he's still, like, that's very, very young, even as a senior, okay? Number two, this is a loaded question, so I'm about to give you the answer right now, right? I don't worry about that because, guys, here's the thing. Go back and look what he did last year when Judy was there, Ruggs was there. Go back and look. And Waddle, right? Who was the leading receiver? Smith. It was Devontae Smith. It wasn't Jerry Judy. It wasn't Henry Ruggs. Henry went 11. Judy went like what, 14, 15, I think it was, or whatever it was. So, Devontae's the best out of the bunch. I'm telling you guys, this guy, I think I undersold him. I don't think he's going to be 4.45. I think he's going to be 4.4, in and around 4.4. I think I undersold him. And if that guy runs a 4.39, holy crap, they got a decision to make. That's all I got to say. They have a serious decision to make between Sewell or him, man.
You're going to see tons of movement and tons of calls going to be.
He's so smooth, man. I'm telling you guys, like, and here's a big difference between him and Chase. First of all, Chase, I don't think he's going to blow anyone away. It wouldn't surprise me if Chase was, 4.45 to 4.5 speed. Like, he's not a natural separator. He's just not. His elite traits come at the catch point. That's where Chase shines. But, Devontae Smith's way better dynamic. He stems and stacks way better on his routes. I think he's a way better route runner. Jamar, guys, go. Appreciate you, Cap. He says $2, gentlemen. Jamar Chase isn't a very good route runner, guys. People are forgetting this. That's another thing why I'm higher on. Bateman, Waddle, Devontae Smith, and even Rondell Moore are all better route runners
You're right.
than Jamar Chase, man. He's not this. Guys, stop buying into it, man. I'm telling you, like, I had someone call me, I told this story. People were trying to make a deal out of me saying I like Terrace Marshall in terms of value more than Chase, and people were wiling out. And I said, no, that's because I could get Terrace Marshall in the 20s or the early 30s. Sorry, in the 20s or the early second. And he reminds me of like DK Metcalf-ish instead of like having to spend a top 10, top 15 pick on Jamar Chase, who I don't think he's as good as people are going to make him out to be. Like, another people don't think those numbers, guys. Go look at his numbers as a freshman. I mean, dude, he's also put up those numbers in one of the most elite offenses we've ever seen at the collegiate level, let alone the last 10 years. Like, I mean, I don't think many people are going to argue that. I mean, look at how quickly the NFL brought back Joe Brady off of that. Joe Burrow went from a 5th-round pick to number 1. And I'm going to say, I think Justin Jefferson was the best receiver out of the bunch.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
And look at it. Even Thaddeus Moss had a good career at LSU. The guy's not very much in the NFL because he doesn't have breakaway speed, not a great route runner. You know what I mean? Bigger body, heavier set. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, even like below average talent like Thaddeus Moss was thriving in that offense. I'm just saying, like, people need to realize this stuff. Like, what's crazy about Terrace Marshall is people are sleeping on what he did this year. with what they had at LSU. Like, that was a complete crap show at LSU, and Terrace Marshall did big things. And guys his size shouldn't move that fast and have that kind of athleticism. But he hasn't, man. And Jamar Chase, I would have been very interested to see, because even for you guys that watch highlight packages, go back and watch your highlight package, whatever your highlight package of choice is. Let me know how many of those catches you see either two things happen. One, there's a ton of space around him when he makes the catch, or B, okay, when he makes the catch and tries to make something happen, yeah, he gets a couple yards, but he ain't taking very much stuff to the house. He's not a Jalen Waddle where he's going to turn in like a 10-yard curl into like taking it to the house, or a slant taking it to the house. He's not that.
Cornerbacks have to make a real career decision when they go to tackle Marshall, though.
Yeah. And Chase is like, guys, we have Jamar Chase in DVP. Very similar. And you know what? What did DVP run? What was his 40? He ran like a 4.4. No, he ran like a.
No.
Was it like it was a 4.4, wasn't it?
4.42.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have a better 40 time than Chase.
Yeah. I always felt like Justin Jefferson was the better of the two. I think, just
better route runner
based on what Chase had done at such a young level, just being a sophomore and all that pushed him up in front. But Justin Jefferson show you right now, he is a grown man.
Mm-hmm. And the show says, what about size? My friend, when it comes to when it comes to Devontae Smith, who's my comp, Marvin Harrison, go look at their size. Yeah. They're smooth in and out of breaks, the way they stem and stack, the way they run their routes, very similar, but same with the frame. Jalen Waddle, exact same frame and body as Tyreek Hill. Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't be worried about the size at all. And guys, Devontae Smith 6'1". Yeah, he's $175, but he's 6'1". He can still put on 10 pounds or more. And
he's going to gain at least 12 pounds in the NFL.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to affect his athleticism or his ability to use his. Because you look at how he manipulates defenders going in and out of his breaks with his body, right? It's like next level. Like, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't, man. Like, this guy could sell a used car on a route, bro. Like, this man could sell a used car on a slant route ball game. Yeah. It's crazy. Like,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if they took him. I believe that. I would not be upset.
Lester, I think he's going to be slightly slower. I think Harrison ran a 4.35, 4.36. I'm predicting around a 4.4 for Devontae Smith. That's what I'm. That's what I think I'm going to see. We lost ball game quick, so guys. We got 205 in the room. Just going to wait for ball game to come back. We'll hop right into the breakdown. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. It's a big one, guys. It's a big one. No, we haven't talked about Hobby. That was the next thing to come up when he came back, and there he is. Ball game. So what did you think about first the Gailey domino falls, and now Marlon Hobby, the defensive line coach? He mutually parted ways with the Dolphins today, and he did some good stuff with that defensive line in terms of Raekwon Davis, what we saw out of Ogba, Siler's continued development. Were you I was surprised by that move.
No, I go back to the same question though, like, do your job, right? So I think when I look at the film and I go back and I recap a lot of what I see week to week from each of those guys, especially Raekwon, I think a lot of what he did good at the back end of the season was just natural progression stuff. It could have been a lot better. I can't lay at the feet of the coach the successes these guys had when they were premium choices that we picked anyway. Raekwon should have probably been somewhere in the second or late first, in my opinion. So he was already a premier talent, and he was going to advance his game anyway. So my question is, I don't have a question. Well, I'm not surprised. You always want to get better. You know what I'm saying? And you notice and you start to evaluate and look at deficiencies and stuff. It's always easier also to let a guy, I'll explain that question too, to let a guy.
I put it up for you. You.
To let a guy essentially leave on his own then and look like you fired him, because in that way it still gives him an opportunity to go maybe get on somewhere else. But I'm not surprised, bro, because the way they struggled you know what I'm saying, at spots against the, you know what I'm saying, against the run and things like that. A lot of that's technique. And maybe the guy just didn't have it to be able to effectively give them what they needed. And if the head coach has got to come give it to them, then what do I need you for? Because I know Flores was equally involved in trying to fix the holes that they had up front. So, you know what I'm saying, at some point you got to look and be like, if I got to do all of this plus all of my work, then I really don't need you. So I'm not surprised. So.
Okay, so Lester, guys, BallGame's an FSU fan, so that's why I had to pose this question. And they got some stud coming out there. Lamar would be Nazruddin coming out. Okay, so here's the question, my friend. Why is Marvin Harris? And guys, I loved Cam Akers. BallGame can attest. I loved Cam Akers coming out last year, and I mean, he saw how special he was. Okay, why is Marvin Wilson falling? I'll let you explain it because that's your team. And if people who don't know who Marvin Wilson is, he was projected to be a top 15 defensive tackle heading into this draft. Go ahead, BallGame.
But he didn't play that way. And for one, when he bailed at the beginning of the season to decide to go pro, he didn't leave a good taste in the mouth of the scouts that had been previously looking at him, because he didn't play in the big games. He disappeared, right? He dominated mediocre competition, but when he had an opportunity to actually go out and stake his claim of being that alpha, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the defensive line, he just never did it. He never rose to the occasion. So in those instances, the name of the school is what brought the people to look for you, but you got to do the rest of the work yourself, and he just never stepped up to the challenge. Now, to me, I think a lot of what he could possibly be is still in there, but his passion that he had early on when he was, you know what I'm saying, when they wasn't expecting much out of him, that kind of disappeared and he became a different player. And that's noticeable on film, and it was noticeable in the locker rooms, because the buzz around the school was that he was just an individual. He had pretty much already, you know, clicked over to, I'm leaving to go to the show. So y'all can have this type of thing when, like, in essence, really, they're the ones that really got you on the stage to even be considered, and then you drop because that's character issues. You see what I'm saying? And then you didn't have the play to back it up. So that's
El Reezy 941 with the $2 donation. He says, hit the like button. Fins up. Daniel Grafton with the $99.99 donation.
Jeez.
Says they say hard work pays off. Fins up. Wow, homie.
Yes, sir.
Geez, I mean, we appreciate that. I mean, YouTube takes 30% right off the top, but damn, brother, like, I appreciate it, homie, that you would even open up your pockets like that, man. I'm so blessed. Even the fact that you guys hit the like button and, you know, show me in BallGame the kind of love you guys do. Man, Daniel, I appreciate you so much for making that donation, man. That's amazing stuff, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, man. So, guys, smash that like button. There's 212 of you in the room. We're about to get into this. Subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to donate to the channel, PayPal.me/Vinside. Of course, you can use what Daniel just used, the super chat donation, for a crazy donation like that. And then, of course, you can become a Patreon, patreon.com/Finside the NFL. I'll shout out each and every one of our Patreons a little bit later on. Of course, patchvibes.com. Use code FREEPATCHFINS for a free Miami Dolphins Silver 25th anniversary patch. Just go over to patchvibes.com. Grab a Finside the NFL merch, teespring.com/stores/Finside the NFL. And, of course, this is the year, 10% off with code FINSIDE. Again, thank you to Daniel, El Reezy, everyone who's donated so far tonight, man. It's straight love, man. Okay, so there's a question. We've talked about this. I'll just tell them. So, guys, basically, BallGame's BallGame's kind of where I'm at, where he thinks that hire is going to happen internally with Godsey.
Yep.
So just because I have a couple of people asking, just without getting into a long term, because we'll hop into this because we got a ton to go in, but into with the breakdown. But it's Godsey, right? Like, that's pretty much the internal. Now let's put this BallGame. When you look at externally, when you look at guys like Kafka, Ken Dorsey, Pep Hamilton, Bill O'Brien. I think Bill O'Brien might even be on an advisor role, even if Godsey's the guy, as long as he doesn't go to Alabama.
Right.
What external options? What do you like if it's not Godsey, which we both think it will be?
Kapka and Dorsey, I like a lot as well. But I think what's most important right now, and I think these guys recognize, is the continuity and fostering of the relationships Tua has pretty much already built. He trusts Godsey, and that's big. That's huge for a young quarterback to actually be able to not have to worry about the things around him being disrupted so much. You know what I'm saying? I think the focus is not to do a lot of that. And Chan provided a foundation that I'm 100% certain Godsey can build up on and continue to improve and take what Tua does in terms of his strengths and weaknesses and refine it to a point where it's perfect for just for him. You know, and I think that's the ultimate goal. And you do that by continuing to establish and build up on what they've already done. So.
Yeah. And CB83 says, I like Pep Hamilton, played at Howard U'd where I played at. Real good dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, people forget Andrew Luck, his success at Stanford, some of his success at Indianapolis. Pep Hamilton was right there by his side, man. Look what he just did with Justin Herbert this season. A lot of people who get paid, guys, to scout, like people who get paid to do this, had red flags and bust potential on Justin Herbert, right? And you know, a ball game will tell you, really, when it comes down to guys scouting, even if you're the best in the world, you're basically giving your objective guesstimation of whether this guy will work or not. It takes culture, growth, development, the proper staff, the proper pieces around him until you can reach that ceiling that you're projecting, right? That's why they always talk about a ceiling and a floor, right? They always want to talk about the floor. What's the worst we get if everything doesn't go right? Right. So, you know what I mean? So, people just got to keep that. So, Pep has done some great stuff. All right, let's get into this because, like I said, man, and again, thank you, Daniel Grafton, for that huge donation, man. I appreciate you. All right, so let's do a ball game.
Let's get it.
Okay, so ball game. I want to take. I didn't ask you what you thought before we went backstage, and I didn't for a reason. But I'm going to ask you what you think right now. Okay, I've never done this before. Ball game. What I'm about to ask you. Okay, because me and you guys, you can see the time at the bottom. It's 30 minutes. I know ball game like me has watched this stuff like multiple times. You know, I'm sure like me. You know, I watched it before I even started like thinking of even taking notes. I wanted to see what I was dealing with. Okay, so from what you got, all right, I'll go after you, but I want to give you the floor first, my friend.
Okay.
From what you got, your multiple watch throughs, what's the best way you can prepare Dolphin fans for what they're about to see in front of them? Because we've got about 60 plays. What did you get over the course of those 60 plays that Dolphins should be their Dolphin fans should be their overall takeaway? You know, from when they come away from what we're about to show them.
Thank God it's over, and we are not going. For first thing, thank God it's over because we don't have to deal with the redundancy of an offense that Chan was calling that never gave us an opportunity to flourish. Two, the guys really, I think, did the best they could under the circumstances, but having the quarterback really be hamstrung the way Chan had him hamstrung, man, didn't do us any favors. And the Bills, I think, knew that, right? And their strength is their pass defense. And the sets that Chan actually called, as you watch him, man, in the route combinations, didn't at any point ever threaten Buffalo and make them and force them to ever have to do anything different than what they're accustomed to doing. And that's not the mindset that you can have, I think, to be successful in the NFL. Any successful offense like Kansas City, if you think about it, Kansas City never, ever allows – they didn't have a choice against us because of the eliteness of our secondary. But most teams, they go out and they dictate the tempo. They're the bully, right? Chan never put us in a position to ever be anything other than the kid being bullied. And that, to me, is something that I think factored in a lot in the conversations he had, and I'm just glad that whole thing is done. Formational wise, I like some of the stuff, but for the most part, it really limits you in what you can actually physically do on the field because of the way you are stuck right in the middle of the field. You feel me? Like, and it's not good. It's really, truthfully, when you think about it, it plays into the hands of the defense because they can then at that point dictate to you how they want to attack you because you got everything compressed. The only guys that really at an advantage are the two guys that are off the line of the scrimmage because the other two guys aren't real good separators anyway, and they're tight ends. So what you going to get out of them? Gesicki's not the best route runner. If he was an elite route runner, then I'd be okay with it.
People are going to see multiple examples of him not running great routes today.
So,
and guys, I know people are counting 10. There's 11, guys. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the ball. 9.
Center.
Look at right here. 10, 11. Right there's your 11 guys.
Yep.
So, you got 12 man. And here's what I want to say before we get into this. We even became predictable when they opened it up. The amount of 3-by-1 sets split the same way that we kept throwing them.
Yep.
The wrinkle would be, let's change the running back, or let's take Gesicki out and put Sheehy in. Ooh, and then you even got to a point where they were condensing the route areas, and what I mean by that is a lot of the routes were developing in the same area, so it was bringing all the defenders to the area where they could all make a play on it.
You'll see that multiple times as well.
You know what I mean? The amount of screens we ran this game, right? I think if you count at the line of scrimmage, my friend, from the line of scrimmage beyond, Tua Tagovailoa on Sunday had he had 10 throws from the line of scrimmage beyond, back to the backfield. Backfield. So he had 8 in the backfield and he had 2 at the line of scrimmage. So I'm just saying, man, when the guy throws 58 times and 10 of those attempts are, from the line of scrimmage, and what you guys are going to see, those are a lot earlier on, right? So, we'll hop into it right now. So, guys, what you got here is you got 12-man personnel. You got DVP split to the left. You got Smith to the right as the wing back. You got 2 receivers stacked beside him tight, including Gesicki. And you got 2 in the pistol with Gaskin behind him. It's going to be one of the rare RPO plays we see all game. And Gesicki, he's going to motion. He's going to motion to the left right there, that stack. And you're going to see Smythe. He's going to pull. But instead of engaging, he's just going to leak out into the flats. And... yep, Tua is just going to find him for a little short gain right there. Boom. And then remember, guys, this was after the Byron Jones interception, right? When we got the ball back.
Right.
So nothing overly complicated. Watch the pass, watch the blocking, right? That was run block set. So that's how you can tell it's an RPO, guys. All right. So again, we're back to that 12-man personnel. Smythe again. He's that wing back to the right. You see right here. You got 2 split to the right, including Gesicki in the slot. And then you got DVP. He out wide to the left. 2 in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. And we got Gaskin. He's going to motion to the right side of Tua. Go ahead, BallGame.
Well, I'm just saying that's why off trips weak formation. So there's a telltale here too with the tight end basically off the line of scrimmage. They're giving you an indication to the defense, essentially, that guy has a two-way, right? He can stay there to block, or that he can release late. So he can be a delayed release. If they release him early, he can't release technically before the guy in the slot does. Otherwise, he's ineligible. You know what I mean? Because he's covered up, to some degree. But they get funky in ways of being able to get around that by flexing him and having him run maybe the flat route to the have him run a flat route and whatnot. But Chan's play calling and formations, man, just really didn't do us any favors. So
yeah. So all right. So I actually messaged you about this when I sent you the clip.
This is the one where
Carrots, he pulls to the left.
Pulls to the left.
Yeah, guys, if you watch Carrots, he's gonna pull to the left immediately. Flowers, he's gonna earn his $10.5 million. He's just gonna throw his body at Ed Oliver instead of trying to get squared up in front of him, set his base off his kick slide, and lock his mitts under the pads. So Oliver's just gonna shed, and he's gonna come up the gut while Carrots is standing off to the left, counting butterflies in the air. So, I think Karras pulled to the wrong side on the screen. Like, I don't know. Guys, I think Karras has the brain part. I don't know how else to explain what happens here. And because of the pressure up the middle, this is why Tua is going to make such a poor pass on the bubble. So here we go. There's a motion to the right from Gaskin. Again, watch Karras and Flowers here. It's a disaster. There you go. He pulls, and it's through. Like, what are you doing with your life, Ted Karras? Like,
brain fart 101, baby.
And guys, this is why the God view is so godly. You'll see it right here. This is just, I don't know what Ted Karras is doing. And then watch
when everyone else steps to the right, and you are the only jabroni that steps completely out of your space and goes to the left, you are the wrong one. Yes.
Oh my God. Yo, guys, I literally sent this to BallGame at like 2 a.m, being like, yo, did this guy pull the wrong way? BallGame woke up.
Yep.
Like, what is this guy talking about?
And then I saw it. I was like, yo, yep, he sure did. Yep, he sure did.
There you go. Look at this guy. Oh, where am I going? Oh my Lord, Ted Karras.
And that's the type of stuff people be talking about, bringing in Deshaun Watson to do what with. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, we got to find a center. We got to find a real center.
Jeez.
Not a journeyman. I'm sorry.
And you know what? Okay, here's what pissed me off, too, that I'm going to watch, that I want to tell people that I saw. Rhino says he was posing for team pictures. Okay, this is the thing that pissed me off, too, brother. All right, as we go into this and what people are going to see, especially as we get deeper into this, okay? Yeah, when we were behind, man, the amount of, we went 3-by-1 heavy sets, and I don't care about the splits between the three. What I'm talking about is the lack of empty sets we saw.
Yeah, that part too, bro. Especially when the whole concept of the empty sets, bro, it eliminates the defense from actually being able to be overly aggressive. Because then at that point, they have to willingly show you that they're willing to commit another guy up to the line of scrimmage or two just to get the pressure that they need. The empty sets, those linemen know without a shadow of a doubt, it's just on us. We get a false sense of blocking prowess and protection when you got an attached or that tight end is right there in that wing position, man. And I think psychologically our guys just don't process that well. But in the empty sets, they actually look half decent. You feel me? Like there are some times where they actually look half decent, and Buffalo didn't do, to me, an over the top amazing job of just beating us up front like we've seen previously with the Raiders and some other teams that were stunting us to death. You know what I'm saying? But it's just this was the bread and butter, man. This is what we should have been in, and he just didn't do it.
Yeah, and CB83, I love what you come with, brother, in the comments, but we don't have the wide receivers, but somehow it works. I mean, I've showed you guys the stats with empty sets. Tua has a passer rating of over 102, man. The guy's super accurate. He doesn't turn the ball over out of empty sets, and he's actually thrown touchdowns out of the empty sets. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's proven to work. It's not about the receivers at that point. It's about, he can process way quicker out of the empty sets because of what we're working with right now. So, and actually, I know someone earlier was talking about his ability, and I know BallGame will attest to this. People, he can identify hot routes. We've called him doing that, BallGame, out of empty sets.
Empty sets, yeah.
Right? We've called him doing it out of empty sets, so he can do it. It's just that's where he's at right now. So, all right. Anyways, let's get to it. So we got that empty set, three to the right. We got Tua to the left. Tua is obviously in the shotgun. And here you go, Tua. It's just he's going to take the snap, and he won't even be able to set his feet. And it's just because Davis nor Karras pick up the extra man, and they don't slide the protection. And on top of that, Hunt takes the outside man. He doesn't take the man closest to the ball, so it's a clear path. And it's just, ball game's gone over this. You take the closest rush to the football. That's fundamental stuff, right? And because it's a shorter path for Tremaine Edmonds than it would have been for Trent Murphy, who Hunt doesn't even stand up anyways, ball game.
Right.
We'll see in the God view, right? He realizes, oh crap, I allowed the wrong guy, and he even goes back to the inside, but it's too late. So people will see what the disaster is. And Karras is and the reason why we're saying they should slide the protection is because Karras, guys, you're going to be seeing free with no man. So you just slide it because there's a combo going off with Flowers and Jackson on Oliver, right?
Karras is what you call a +1. And at most points now, his read should be always to the backside of Tua to help with the protection there.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? So he should have slid right instead of left. The pressure was coming. Yeah, you'll see it here. It's crazy, man.
Go ahead. You can talk, man.
It was the 49 was there. You could tell he was prepared to do to come. And Karras, where he is, the threat's not really these other guys, right? Because you can see right now, the Flowers can take 51. 73 should be taking the end. And then the guy that's standing up on the outside of on the outside of Jackson, he got to come all the way around to get there. So I'm not even worried about him. I'm worried about protecting the middle, which meant that as a +1 for Karras, he should have been more concerned about the biggest threat, which is the 3 over here on 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And watch. Look at that. So, because 51 never really showed me that he was committed to coming.
Yeah,
he just walked down and then backed out and flattened out. So at that point, then Karras, he shouldn't have ever even looked to the left. He should have been all to the right to pick up. Yeah, it's horrible, bro.
And what's funny is if you actually watch it, ball game, dare I say, if Hunt contained, I believe this is Trent Murphy. He might have actually been able to slip the Tremaine Edwards attempt right there. But the problem is, look at Hunt. Look at okay, guys.
Oh,
ball game. Let's watch. Look at Hunt. I just caught it. Look at this is Hunt's realization of, crap.
I gave up the inside again.
Yeah. I'm basically on an island between two men right now. What do I do?
Yeah.
And look here's the thing, ball game.
Karras could have, you know what?
Ball game. He doesn't. What do we keep talking about? He doesn't have the feet or athleticism to make up for this, man.
Right.
See, here's the thing, guys. When you're built the way Hunt is right now with the feet and athleticism he has, mentally you can't afford to be behind. Yeah, if you're behind, you're done.
False steps kill you. You're dead in the water.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Tough one. But it comes down to a ball game. Am I wrong? This whole play from beginning to end, it comes down to better communication from the man who's supposed to be the best communicator on the offensive line, Ted Karras.
Center. Yeah. I think I would attribute 55% of the boo-boos up front were to him because of his lack of being able to identify and set the protections. Because he's the only guy really, and you'll find him in most frames. Everybody else is engaged with somebody. He's still standing there fighting space.
Yeah.
And as a center, you're never that free. Ever. You shouldn't ever be that free. You should always lend in help to one of those guards.
Well, you know what's disappointing, ball game? We just went through the first three plays, and that was on the first drive, right?
Yep.
Those last 2 plays ultimately killed the drive, and it was all on Karras. It was pretty much on Karras, both those reps that prevented us from moving the sticks and potentially coming away with a touchdown there. That wasn't on Tua.
Right. You're right.
I mean, let's and people are going to see the offensive line is going to settle down from here on out, but ball game.
They cost you 7, man.
And what did you do with that 7 ball game? You missed setting the tone in Buffalo.
Yep.
Ball game. You're a coach. We get that Byron Jones pick. you're on the Bills side, okay? You're McDermott, you're whoever, okay? Down by 7 that quickly off of a turnover is a lot different than being down by 3, especially you saw defensively. Obviously, we can't show it on All-22 right now because we're doing the offensive stuff, but you saw how they were playing the box and the line when we were only up by 3 early on, right?
Yeah.
Imagine, the whole, it's 4 points, but ball game. As a coach, can you just explain to people about how much those 4 points could have meant towards either a change in game plan, them being back on their heels, or momentum in general for the Miami Dolphins that early on?
Getting the 7 essentially puts the pressure back on to the opposing offense to actually have to come out and match that. So their play calling at that point becomes completely different. But when you only get 3, then you can pretty much stay true to what it was that you were initially going to run anyway, and then work the field, get down there and get your 7, and now you're back up again. And the deficit never hurt you, and you didn't have to change much. But going down 7 early at home, the momentum is shifting just a bit. You know what I mean? You had a decent drive, quarterback got picked off. Now the momentum shifted, but to go on down there and get the 7, you had the dagger in your hand essentially, but you never took the thrust to actually put it into their side and turn it. You know what I mean? You never even took the kill shot. You just essentially just said, okay, well, I just keep kicking you. And then eventually they got up because you started missing the kicks in terms of, it's like a fight, man, when you think about it, right? You land the first haymaker, right? And you get a lucky one in, you stun the person. If you don't jump back on them and keep punching them, then eventually they catch their faculties and get themselves situated again, and now they return the favor, and that's what happened.
And they're back in the fight, right?
They're back in the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always want to steal and snatch the momentum, and pull the air out of essentially steal the air out of the room, especially when you're on the road. If you can get an early score, they have to change what they were initially going to do on their first downs. But to me, it looked like Buffalo just basically went back to doing the same stuff that they were doing on that first initial drive because they wasn't in no threatening position. Yep. Three don't hurt like 7.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So here we go, guys. 12-man personnel, trip split to the left. We're going to get another great rep from the offensive line in Miami. You got trips split to the left, including Gesicki. Tua's in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. And DVP, he's going to motion out of the slot to the right side there. And this is Trent Murphy's going to get a free look at Tua, and he's going to fill the passing lane over here by making himself tall by getting his hands up, right? So this causes Tua to be inaccurate to DVP on the hitch route for an incompletion. And what happens is protection clearly calls. We'll get into it on the God view. My other little point here. So there you go. You see the passing lane. He got big inside that passing lane pause, and it caused that incompletion. So what you're going to see here, guys, is the protection clearly calls for the combo that you're going to see between Hunt and Davis. But, Hunt's, he's got to disengage a little bit. He's got to use his wingspan with his right arm just to divert Trent Murphy somehow, whether out wide or momentarily enough for him to disengage fully with Davis and try and square up in front of Murphy head on. And he just doesn't. And that's why the passing lane fills up, right? So, boom. I mean, right off the rip. I mean, look at this. It's dead in the water almost. So, and then now the passing lane is there.
Trent Murphy did but see, here's the thing though. Tua also needs to sell that inside give to the back a little more. Yeah, Gaskin to hold Murphy a little longer because Murphy never truly believed that.
He took a half a step inside and was back in.
Yeah, he never believed that he was going to give it to him.
Yeah, he takes a false step. Watch. He takes like a half a false step. If you see it right there. Yeah. But then he's back off. He's perfectly squared up, right? He played that angle really well, Trent Murphy.
Tua just has to sell that a little more, hold it in there a little long and ride it a little bit so that Murphy actually feels like it's inside. So he's actually got to come down the line and then he can free himself. Because then that pulls him out of that throwing lane.
Yeah.
You got to sell that too. But, Hunt didn't do a good job of take him out of the play, man. At least so he can't get his hands up. But the dude just, yeah, it's tough, man. That's why he needs to slide inside, in my opinion. So,
yeah. All right. So here we go, guys. An empty set. Y'all already know what time it is. It's screen time. You got 2 to the right, 3 to the left with 2 in the shotgun, and Gaskin is going to motion into the backfield. Right there to the right of Tua, and it's one of the many screens we'll see Changeli run with a twist to try and throw the defense off, and we'll also see it doesn't work very often. It works sometimes, but doesn't work very often. So there you go. Nothing much to that. So we can roll through this one really.
So they're in zone anyway. Zone screens are supposed to be able, but see the problem is that Buffalo is so athletic at their linebacker spot that they can run sideline. Everyone's can run sideline to sideline to get there in time to be able to outrun the lineman that's supposed to be blocking. He actually makes the tackle behind the lineman, and they never even get to him. If you saw it, they never even touched him.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
And you know what I hate about screens is look at the sticks now. Third and long.
Third and long. Yeah.
I mean, you're running a screen on second and long. What does it give us? Third and long. Thanks, Chan. All right. So you got 20-man personnel. Rare look here. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left, split back formation in the shotgun with a back to each side of Tua. And Tua's going to make a nice tight one to throw to DVP on the comeback in front of the sticks. This is that one on third down where he barely missed converting right here.
Yeah.
Bam, right there, because he comes back on it and he gets pushed out. If you go back here, the only other route that really develops is this Bowden route. He's going to fight the press jam off his relief by the defender. He's going to get inside leverage, and he eventually wins out on his dig. But too many bodies are going to be into his lap. So I'm going to throw this back so you can watch this route. Too many bodies are into his lap by the time Bowden comes across the middle. So the ball was already out to DVP by the time Bowden's making his break across the middle. See, fights it off, gets through. But, I mean, look at the bodies, right? Like,
I'm not throwing that, though.
I'm not throwing. You need protection.
At the bottom, right?
You need the protection, bro. I need to sit there and, like, actually let that develop over the middle. You know what I mean? He didn't even have time to throw it out coming out of the break, right? Watch, I'll show you.
Who's that down at the bottom? Is that what corner is that? Is that White?
No, Tre'Davious White didn't play, right?
Oh, did he? Did not play?
No, he didn't play.
Oh, they saved him.
So look at the ball's already out here, though, right? Look at he's not even into his break.
Yeah.
Look, there's the arm, right? Ball's out, and then now he's out of his break. Look at it, like. You know what I mean? It's not happening. So I'm just saying that's the only one that developed into anything at all. But it wasn't even that much.
Better protection, maybe, but yeah.
But it wasn't even that much, is what I'm saying. Like that's the only other thing that develops of what anything.
My question is on the comeback route that Devontae runs. If he runs that a yard deeper and comes back, it's a first. It kills me, man, when these guys run just to the stick or 1 yard past it.
On a comeback, too.
Come on, man. You got to get to the top of the route, set it like you're going, and then break down and come back to the sideline. Past the sticks, though. The top of that stem needs to be you should be at least 4 yards past what you need to come back down and catch it at 2 yards and then get out of bounds.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. You should be, because the most you want is a yard between you and the sticks when you're making that catch in case the defender tries to push you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And even that's risky. You're right. You want 4 yards, come back 2, because that even makes you got even a better cushion, right? If that defender tries to push you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we've seen that. His play along the buddy. DVP, I don't know, man. He would. You saw it. I know he did. He made some spectacular plays, back shoulder. Him and Tua. I will say this: they're developing ball game. I noticed that this game, you could tell now. DVP started dropping it in the fourth a little bit, but you could tell, especially on those deep routes along the sideline, those back shoulder towards the sideline. DVP, and DVP knows. DVP is understanding to his ball placement.
Right. Man.
And I like that's why I like a lot of people are like, oh, I'd move off Preston before I move off DVP. Just saying.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing thing to watch what they can get accomplished, bro, next season with an off season, a time to work, be able to actually get somewhere and like they find a spot where they can actually just work on their timing.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right. So there you go. There's that comeback.
Yeah, but Devontae gotta be smarter, man. He gotta get past. He should have been up there. Wait. Oh yeah, I remember this play.
Yeah, it's just 12-man personnel, 2 receivers split to the left, Gesicki and Smith stacked to the right. Gaskin deep as a single back in the end zone, 2 under center. Smythe's going to motion to the left side right there. And this is a QB sneak to create some cushion. That's all that is. Nothing much. Doesn't really get much. I mean, he did that for like, what, a yard maybe? So, I mean, there's another view of it, guys. Not much to it. Right? So here we go. The next one, guys, we got 12-man personnel, 2 stacked right to the right. Smythe is in line to the right. You got 1 receiver split out wide left. 2 is in the shotgun. Gaskin is to his left back there. You're gonna see, yeah, go ahead. Gesicki's gonna motion from the right over to the left side. This is a play action. This is not an RPO. And 2 is gonna hit Bowden on the drag route. Right there, waited for it to develop. Good protection. Good feel for the pocket. Didn't panic as Hunt almost fell in his lap, arcing his man out by the end there. And one thing I want to go back to, I know I said I was going to highlight to you guys Gesicki's route running. Okay, so watch Gesicki here, guys, up here. He rounds off the inside of his attempt at a post corner route. And if Tua was to hit him, he could throw to the inside shoulder. I'm going to show you guys right here. But this would have to be mid route. I'm going to show you right here where I'm talking about. All right. So he motions over here, right? So he rounds out off his post corner a little bit here, the post, and then he goes out in the corner right now, right? So he rounded it off. Not a very good route, not sharp at all. Didn't sell it very well. And see, here you go. You got the coverage triangle starting to develop right here. This is where you need to make the throw. If you make the throw here, you might have something, but it's got to be a little bit of a laser. That ball cannot hang because look at the angle, the hips, the way they're flipped right now by this corner on his outside. This has got to be like a dot, and you got to put it like right here, right? Lead him right there, but because you see the triangle starting to form, right? And you got, like I said, the hips already flipped towards him, and look at where his head is. So that's got to be on the money. But I mean, it's there. I'm just saying, but it's a terrible route by Gesicki. He rounded the hell out of the route. It was ridiculous. So
he run a better route that holds the corner. But
see, this isn't an advisable. At the end of the day, I wouldn't advise this throw for a rookie or a vet. But again, I want to show people this is a tight. Like if you got a bazooka, you can make this throw.
The throw can be made. It's not the most. What I want to say. It's not the throw that you want somebody to be trying to make. But a better route there would also help the throw.
Did you see the whole route?
Yeah, Gesicki.
Watch. This is his. Look at this is his attempt at a post corner. Watch this. look at his attempt at the post part of the corner. Check this out. Right. Boom. Like, what is that? Yeah. I looked at that. I was like, what is this guy running right now? That's not even because it's not a normal corner. Like that, like he rounds it out on the inside. Like, what are you doing, man? I'm lazy.
I'm telling you right now, bro. They need to find this guy a route coach and pay the money, and that's all he do off season. Work on running routes. Because it's hard.
Here's a better look. Here's a better look. Watch this. Ready?
Look at his arms outside his frame.
What just happened, bro? I don't even. It looked like at first I was like, oh, he's gonna break in on a slant, and he rounded off slant, and then he goes out there. Yeah, not a very good route. He doesn't sell anything. He doesn't use his body at all.
I told you, he looked like he runs the route like a drunk albatross, bro.
Yeah,
it's all over the place.
Yeah,
and it makes it so much easier to be defended.
Yeah.
That's why right now he's only good at seam routes. That's it. He's good at the seam routes. As long as he ain't got to make no sudden cuts and changes in the route, yeah, he's good. But as soon as he's got to plant his foot in the ground and change direction, he's dead in the water, man.
Well, why would if I know he doesn't run the greatest routes, why am I even asking him to run that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, keep it simplistic for Gesicki. I'm not going to ask him out here to run, like, routes with multiple breaks in them. Like, why would I ask him to run that?
Yeah, you've been better off just having him coming in motion and then just run the corner route.
Yeah.
Up the field 10 yards or 12 yards and then bank to the corner as opposed to a post corner because he ain't got it.
Yeah, just send him on the corner, bro. Like, why are we even messing around with his post added to it? All right, so we got 12-man personnel. Gesicki tight to the right, Bowden in the slot, DVP split out wide on the same side. Tua's in the shotgun with Ahmed to his left right now. And you got Bowden. He's going to motion to the left side right there. And Shaheen, he's just going to leak out on the flat route. And Tua is going to hit him for his first big play of the game. And it takes a big effort from Shaheen because the defense collapses to the middle of the play action fake. And there you go. So there you go. It frees Shaheen in the flat. So this is meant to be a bang play, as only Bowden and Shaheen. If you go back and look here, right? Go back and look here. They're running dummy routes, right? If you look at DVP and Gesicki on the right side.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he's definitely not trying to run anything. It was definitely designed to go to that side of the field.
Yep. So there you go. And again, this tells you guys, if you look at the blocking.
RPO.
Right?
Yeah.
So there you go. A rare occurrence, bro. And it worked, but let's not go back to it. All right, so you know what I mean? Like, unbelievable, bro. It's just like unreal that I watch this stuff, bro. So we got, Gailey kills me, bro. So 12-man personnel, DVP out to the left, Gesicki and Ford are stacked to the right here. You got Tua in the shotgun, Ahmed to his left, and Tua's going to double pump on the short in route to Gesicki, and then he's going to end up actually taking the same taking it. So I don't know why he double pumped it. I guess he thought it might free up someone else. But this is why I don't understand. Well, I'm going to show you right here. Everyone's blanketed.
Yeah, it's covered.
So I don't know what he thought the double pump was going to free up, but everything is blanketed basically. So, the ball is behind Gesicki. It's just, I'll be honest with you guys, it's a bad pass by Tua. I think he didn't properly reset his base after his pump fake. But here's the problem. I'm going to show you why I can't say that. That's a guess. And I'm going to tell you why that's a guess right now. I'm going to show you guys why. This is why the All-22 matters, guys. I can't see his front foot right now.
Right.
If I could see his front foot, I could tell you what's up with his base right now. Because when you watch this throw, it's like that's not a Tua throw. So I can't see his front foot, so I can't tell you. But if I don't think he reset his feet properly, if you want my honest opinion, the ball behind Gesicki, it's just flat out a bad pass. I mean, what do you think, man? Either way, only one read open, big cushion behind Gesicki, and Tua has to make this throw.
Yeah, it was a low drag that he threw. I mean, Gesicki, the way he came off, that's a low drag. But either way, I don't think he had his foot. I don't think he had his toes in the right. So you're right. You're right on that aspect. If you watch it, Gesicki takes off immediately, rounded off. Look at that,
buddy. Low drag. That thing is 5 yards, bro. That thing low drag. This guy turned his drag into a 5-yard in, bro.
That's not but he didn't even. You didn't even get no sub. You didn't even get a plant at the top of the route. So he ran it like a drag.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that they asked him to do a drag, and he turned into a 5-yard in,
5 yard in, yeah.
Like a dig, right? Look at this thing. Look at this. This is just hilarious to me. But look at the cushion. You got to make that throw.
Got to get this dude a route running coach, man. Has to be a priority, bro. Otherwise, he is going to be a liability as we move forward.
Yeah. Bad pass, though, by Tua. Tua's got to hit him there. Gesicki was open.
Yeah.
We're just ragging on Gesicki's ability to run routes, guys. That's all. It's not very good at all. Like, you know how I told y'all, we talked earlier about how, I said Devontae Smith could sell a used car on his routes. All right. That's Gesicki, he would go broke if he was trying to sell cars. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. So we got 11-man personnel, trips to the right, 2 in the shotgun, Gaskin to his left, and there you go. Bowden motions to stack behind DVP, and Tua hits him on the bubble screen. Yay, another screen. And he makes a man miss right there, but there is not very much. Too many bodies in the
rally.
Yeah, no real gain to be had there.
It's hard to get away from 49, man. He has exceptional speed. Look where he came from to get back into that play. He was engaged with the center in the middle of the play and came all the way back. Yeah, watch him. He engages carries, gets enveloped, and gets engulfed into that whole process and gets out of all of that and then still gets back over there.
Unreal, eh?
Freak of nature, man. That guy's unreal, man. To be that big, to be able to move like that.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Here we go. So we got 12-man personnel. We got 1 split wide to the left, Smith in line to the right with 2 split out wide right, including Gesicki in the slot. 2 is in the slot. Sorry, 2 is in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. Gaskin then motions to his right side right there. And then here you go. Smythe now is going to motion to the left side right there. This is a play action. And, here's the thing. Tua gets it out quick. Oh, sorry, say again?
They hadn't even established the run and running play action.
I know, eh? That's hilarious. Gesicki looks like he's going to come open on his post because he finds a soft spot in the zone coverage. But Tua is going to get it out quick to Bowden on the low drive drag right here. Bowden actually holds up for the catch because the defender at the line gets a hand on it and he's tackled right away because that's the weight on it. So it's a good pocket, but there you go. The hand actually does touch that, what you'll see. I mean, it's a good pocket. It's good pockets, good protection. I think you got to give some time for that Gesicki route to develop because it's a first down. I just think you're playing it a little too safe here, and then it gets batted down for you playing safe. So right there, as you guys see, I froze it right there. The ball's right here, guys.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He didn't. He had protection in time. So
yeah. So that gets tipped. Look at it's now wobbly. He holds up. Boom, and there you see Gesicki coming over across the middle. So it's just. Bang, bang, brother. I don't know.
Jesus, Edwards, man. That took moves, man. That's what we need. We need an Edwards.
Jermaine Edwards, yeah, he's a beast. So we got 12-man personnel. You got double stack to the left. Smythe as the wing back here. And Gesicki's to the left. 2 is in the shotgun, and Gaskin's to his right. And 2 is going to fake the handoff, and he's going to snap to the left and throw the quick bubble screen to Lynn Bowden. Again, short gain here. Nothing really special to talk about. Look at the defender almost got a hand on it.
Look how quick they close.
Yeah, they converge so fast. They're so athletic, bro. You nailed it. They're athletic and speedy. Like, look at Tremaine. Look at the size of Tremaine, man. That looks like an athlete. That doesn't look like a middle linebacker. And look at it. He just stuffs him right up. Where are you going? Ball game out here appreciating Tremaine Edwards night. It's Tremaine Edwards appreciation night on Finside the NFL.
I just appreciate monsters, man, on defense, bro. Like,
oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. And I gotta say this: do you think Chan Gailey, like on Sundays, he must have so many screens in his house that he can watch every single game going on in the NFL at the same time? This guy loves screens, bro. That's all I know. Yeah. So here you go. It's a similar look as the last play. It's flipped now with a twist. So you got the 12-man personnel. Instead of stacked and to the left, the receivers are to the right and split, while Gesicki is now to the left with Smythe in the same wingback look, and Tua in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right, after the motion, because Smythe motions there to the right. So the pocket is good here, but guys, again, I want you to see something. Look at the coverage.
Blanket it.
Look at the coverage downfield. So Tua is going to hit Gesicki in the fingers right along here, along the left sideline on that 9 fade, but he can't pull it in. I think he draws the flag here anyways. There you go. It hits the hands. Flag. There you go. The flag comes out. But, you'll see it. It's becoming a running theme, ball game. He just, I know we got a flag here, but they'll see it later. He just doesn't make a little bit over his head right there. He just doesn't make, I'm not talking about this one because he got a DPI there, so I'm not going to hold that against him by no means. But you guys will see later on, there's just catches he doesn't make that you expect a guy with his ability to make. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that one. I'm talking about there'll be catches people will see later on, but it's just an occurring theme as we've been doing these all-22s with Tua ball game. I just wanted to get your quick thoughts on that. Like, let's not harp on him for the let's take away the route running. When we talk about him not making a lot of catches that hit him in the hands, are you surprised by him and that this year? Because we haven't seen him suffer from that a lot really until this year.
Well, I still had never really been critical of him until I start watching him like in close quarters in the games where, sure catches that he should be making as a tight end. He's looking for the contact. He's still going to see where the contact is coming before he secures the catch. And that's what he's suffering from, right? He's anticipating getting hit instead of focusing on making the catch. And that's really what it comes down to. If he commits to, Mike Gesicki could be easily a 65, 70-yard catch guy a season, but lack of concentration, bro. That's what separates for me, to be a good tight end, you got to be able to run good routes, make tough catches, and just be willing to sell out in whatever capacity they need you to dominate your guy that's defending you. And he doesn't run great routes, like we said. He's not really over the top focused on. He got some highlight catches, but the ones that I need you to move the change with, you can't depend on him. He'll give you a flash of brilliance once every 3 games.
And on top of all this, he's a mediocre blocker at best sometimes.
Yeah, still hasn't committed to that. So,
like he's flashed sometimes in the blocking in this year, but not consistently by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, that's the key though, right? Consistency is always the key. Can I depend on you to do it when I need you to do it the most?
Yeah, agreed. Jay donates $5 and says, "Thanks for the content. Appreciate you. Thank you very much." All right, let's keep it rolling here. So, right now, guys, you're staring at 11-man personnel. You got 2 receivers split wide to the right with Shaheen on that same side with the wingback look. You got 1 receiver split out to the left over here, and 2 was in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. And this is just simple. He's going to hit. There you see the motion. Shaheen motions into the backfield to his left side to give almost that split back look again that we saw earlier. Instead of using a running back, they use a tight end though now. And Tua, he's going to hit Bowden right here on the curl route. And the left side of the pocket right here, guys, it's going to start to collapse. Parker, he's going to come open on the dig route across the middle. But after a great cut in his route, the ball is already out and Bowden gets his first anyways. But watch Parker's cut. This is what we're talking about when routes. Look at the difference, okay? Look at the difference, ball game. I'll let you discuss this one. Right? Like he didn't go full-fledged, but look at how hard he cut it, even going like at 80%, man.
Well, what he does, the whole point of the route running for anyone that's wondering why we're going so hard on Mike Gesicki about his route running is that it forces the DB to have to honor where you're coming vertically up the field, and they have to open up. And when a DB opens up, it takes just as much or more energy for them to actually throttle down and come back downhill to make a play on the route. So if you can get the guy to open up, then you winning. And that's what you want. You want, because then he's playing chase it at that point, as opposed to cover. He's playing chase. Now he has to chase you through the route, whatever it may be, and then cover. But when you see guys like Gesicki, he plays rounding off routes and no precision in his, putting his foot in the ground and changing direction. You just make it easy on the defender. Defender don't have to work.
Yeah. And here we go, guys. Guess what time it is? It's screen time. You got 12-man personnel, 3 receivers to the right, including Gesicki, 2 in the pistol with Gaskin behind him. There you go. You see DVP motioning out of the slot. Screen again to Gaskin. Miles Gaskin runs hard for the first down after Tua dumps it off to him right there. Good effort. All Gaskin. I mean, screen. What else can you really say?
I was just upset that, like, how is it that Eric Flowers, who was standing up, look at him, standing up like a tackle, does not just destroy 58. Why not? Why? When you get a guy backpedal, you know what I'm saying? You get him in retreat mode, destroy him. Make him remember you, man. You got no killer instinct, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's so defeating to watch this, bro. We are so much. I've seen us be so much better and more aggressive, man. We just like, oh well, okay, all right. Like, come on, man. Have some pride as a professional.
Oh, I agree. Hey, you're not getting an argument from me, brother. So here we go. We got 12-man personnel. Gesicki to the left with Smythe as the wing back on the same side. DVP and Ford stacked to the right. Tua in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. As the play action, Tua is going to make a tight window attempt to Gesicki on the slant with a defender draped all over him, and he draws the DPI flag right here. I mean, it's an absolute. I mean, they should put that man in jail too. I think it was Levi Wallace.
Yeah, hey, he knows his social, his mama's social.
Look at this. Look at this. Ready? Look at this. Look at, he's already horse collaring him, man.
He know what color underwear Mike wearing.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous, man. Like, there's about to be an Amber Alert out for Gesicki.
Who took his sister to the prom and what happened that night?
So we got 12-man personnel, 3 split to the right, including Gesicki, Smythe in line on the left side. 2 is in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left, and DVP, he's going to motion out of the slot to the left. DVP is going to run a 5-yard curl, but Tua is going to take Smythe on the slant, who gains more than half the first down yardage needed to reset the downs. Looks like another bang designed to be out quick play ball game.
Yep, that's right. Devontae's route was just basically to push back the coverage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and because the tight ends ain't really the threat to nobody to run past them, so putting Devontae to that side essentially makes the corner have to honor a little bit more of his focus towards Devontae, and then that freed him up to that flat route out to the face.
Yeah. So we got 12-man personnel. Gesicki and Bowden stacked to tight to the left. DVP out to the right. Tua's in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. Gesicki motions to the right side. Right.
This is where I would have taken a shot, bro.
Yeah, well, they do, right? But what happens here is Tua throws more of a fade 9 route here, and it looks like DVP runs like a post, right? And it looks like there's a clear miscommunication, so it falls incomplete, right? Looks like he's drawing the fade. He throws the fade, but he cuts it inside.
Take it back to the top.
And it's an incompletion, so
take it back to the top, though. I'm going to show you something. Okay. This is one of the things that I've been upset with Devontae about. If he lines up on top of the numbers, bro, on top of the numbers, that route that he tried to run, he would have had a little bit more space to actually get it to work. But when he took off at the line of scrimmage and got here, he took half of the distance between where he started to the sideline away, and he didn't leave himself. Look.
Right there. Yeah.
Look at that, man.
By the time he hits this route, look where he's at.
The safety is all the way in there, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to get to the post, right? Line up closer inside to work. And if you're trying to get around and outside that guy, but that's covered. That's 2 man. That's cover 2 man.
Yeah.
That's not cover 2. That's cover 2, not cover 2 zone. That's cover 2 man. So you're trying to split the safety. You gotta get that. You gotta get that DB on your hip, on your outside hip.
Yeah.
Instead of letting the dude push you to the sideline.
Yeah, you want inside leverage. You want inside
leverage.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. So he been having brain farts at times too, bro.
But look at this ball game. We're like 20 plays in. How many empty sets have we seen?
The third one, right?
Well, I think we've seen like 1 or 2 so far.
Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, maybe the third one.
No, this is an empty set. This isn't even an empty set.
Well,
look at it again because you got the guy in the back.
The guy in the backfield, yeah.
But like, dude, I'm just making a point. Like, it's the 3x, like it's consistent 3x1 sets. So
made it easy for the defense.
This is the first Isaiah Ford drop of the game, I think. You got 11-man personnel, 3 to the right, including Gesicki, DVP out wide to the left. 2 is in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. Great block by Gaskin here. It's a great cut block on the Russian defender, and Tua hits Ford in the hands on the post route, but he just flat out drops the ball. Only other read is DVP up here on a 10-yard curl. Ford just needs to make this catch. It's no excuse as it's a great aggressive throw. You got to make that catch, buddy. I mean, that hits you in the hands.
Definitely no excuses. That's
like
NFL,
you know what's better
NFL
here?
Receiver. Gotta catch.
Yeah, here, if I can catch this frame, and I'll let you go off ball game. But if I can catch this frame, look at this. Let me see if I can catch it. Look at that. Look at that. I caught it. It's right there, bro.
Pull it in.
Look at that. It's right there.
Finish the catch.
Catch the ball, man. Unbelievable, Isaiah. And that would have been a nice gain, too. So this is the same look as the last passing play. 11-man personnel, 3 to the right, including Gesicki, DVP out wide to the left, 2 in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. And this is 2 is going to take Bowden on the pivot route right here. BallGame's favorite route. Yep. He's going to hit him on the pivot route again. Pivot route. He's going to go up, sell it, and come back in, right? And Trent Murphy, he's going to get inside Robert Hunt, and he's going to force Tua to move out to his right. Watch this. I'll show you guys. All right. Look at this. Moves out. Now, Tua waits on routes to develop, but nothing does as the coverage is very good. So he takes the pivot for the completion right there. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna show. Let me bring that back one more time, okay? I'm gonna freeze frame it. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze frame it for you guys so you can see it one more time. There ain't jazz. He moves out. What's open right now, ball game? There ain't nothing open.
The route he threw to, that's the only thing open.
That's it, right? That's good coverage downfield, man.
Or maybe whoever that is up at the top of the screen, but he's never gonna see him because he's out of his frame. So
yeah, he's all the way back here, right? So, yep. So there you go. Takes it. Completion. So I mean, what can you say? Oh, look at what we got on the next play. You're gonna love it. But you know, I mean, what can you do here, right? Look at that spin. Look at that spin. He just took Hunt. Look at that again. Look at can't recover. He does not have to be. Look at this. Watch this ball game. Ready?
He's look at him shaking like a stripper. Go back. Go back. Before the game, look at him, man. Look at Hunt before the play even started, bro. He was shaking like a stripper. Watch him. watch his knees. Watch him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they were. Oh, man, they're rattling. You got this shake, rattle, and roll going on in the knees, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And again. Oh, man, I got tons of sport rattles. Oh, and then here he goes. Steps. Look at this. Just sells him outside and boom, inside.
Yep, bad feet. Base too close. The guy can now manipulate you and take you wherever he wants you.
Oh.
He owns him.
Unreal. Oh, look, an empty set. Imagine that. 3 to the left, including Gesicki, 2 to the right. Again, Hunt is going to be on his heels this play. And I'm going to show you guys because, again, you're going to see something familiar you've seen the last couple plays. Right? Rolls out. Guys, look at the coverage.
Blanket it.
The coverage is fantastic. Like, again, this is why you can't. Guys, you cannot see this stuff on the broadcast, okay? You won't see this stuff on the broadcast, all right? You won't know how blanketed it is. Yeah, it's blanketed, right?
Can Cass be talking about we got receivers? Where?
So, what does he do? Throws it to Gaskin, and he drops it on the 5-yard in. Oh, my goodness gracious me. And again, for the proof in the pudding that it's a drop. He just can't secure it. Rolls out. That is ball game again.
That's a perfect
I
throw.
freeze framed it. It's right here. It's right in the hands, guys.
Yep.
And it's out.
Another catchable ball that was dropped. People talking about we don't need receivers. We got all we need. Y'all crazy, man.
Oh my God. Jesus.
What we need more than anything is sure pass catchers that can separate. That they're blanketed. I swear to God, these dudes, man.
Yeah. So here we go. We got 11-man personnel. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, including Gesicki, 2 in the shotgun. Gaskin to his left. And look at this. The safety drops all the way back to make a cover 2 look at the post snap. And Tua hits DVP on the curl there for a first down, plus a lot more. And you're going to start seeing that now, guys. Now that's going to be something you guys are going to notice every other play, every third play. They're going to be switching the look post snap by either dropping a safety back out of the box. You're going to see multiple doing stuff with linebackers, dropping back. You're going to see now they're going to start playing post snap stuff. Yeah. Now you guys you're going to start seeing it a little bit more. And I'll point some of them out, but you're going to see it a lot more now.
Those games you play with rookie quarterbacks.
That's the games you can play when you're that ahead too, right?
Late rolls. Yep.
Yeah. So we got 11-man personnel, doubles to each side. 2 in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right and Gesicki right over here, guys. He's going to clear out some of the coverage with his post, and Tua is going to hit DVP on the dig route, who once again gets some rare and much needed yak. Look at that. Look at can I just say he's not even running at full speed ball game. He's not even running, but look at how squared out his route is, man. He's not even running at full speed. Look at the cut. Look at how it's straight across, man.
Yeah.
And he's not even going at full speed because he
down the line.
You know why ball game? Why is it ball game? Because and I know. I'm just saying generally, because he understands the cushion.
Right.
Turn on the burners after I come out and get the ball. I don't gotta waste the burners on cutting when I got cushion like that, right?
Facts.
And look at how it's just a smart route runner. And even when he goes 70, 80%, man, look at how crisp those are ball game.
If
he's impressed so much, DVP. If he could stay healthy, man, yeah, he's impressed so much with his route running.
That's why I said. That's why you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm a proponent of. We don't need another guy like him. We just need him to stay healthy and bring in the other guys that can do the other things that he can't do, because he can be your big 50-50 ball receiver, possession receiver on the
red zone target.
Yeah. He can do that with his eyes closed. I don't have a problem with that. It's
your problem with DVP is his releases.
Yes. Because I feel like if he can improve upon that, bro, he would be damn near unstoppable.
I was literally going to ask you, do you think if he improves on his releases off the line, he can fall into that elite category eventually?
Yes. Stay healthy and work on being able to get off the line of scrimmage and with clean releases, and he's unstoppable. In my opinion, he's got everything else, right? I mean, but when your releases are lazy off the line of scrimmage, you play again right into the hand of.
Is it frustrating to you that that's literally the only lazy part of his game?
Yes,
because I mean, we're even seeing him tough out injuries like we've never seen him tough him out before.
Because this has been consistent with him because he was that way in college, man.
At Louisville?
Yes. No fire off the line, but then you get into the routes, catch the ball, and then you see the playmaking ability to some degree and the willingness to go up and make the tough catches. But why can't I have that fire right at the line of scrimmage? I'm going to dominate you. You're not going to tell me which way what route I'm going to run type of mentality. You feel me? I'm coming off. I'm finna give you this business. That should be his mindset. And he's going to need to be, if you ever want to elevate yourself in the NFL or any level of football, you got to have the alpha mindset. I am unstoppable. I don't care who's guarding me. It don't matter who you put out here. They getting dominated. And if he takes on that type of mindset, bro, that guy can be amazing. I really do believe that. I really believe he can elevate his game to be considered one of the elite in the game because he's still young enough to be able to actually turn it on. But oh my God, man, you just gotta. Want it.
Give me 1 sec. Continue your rant. I'll be right back in 1 sec. Okay.
You gotta want it, man. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the most frustrating things for me, man. When I watch guys that have consistently, you know what I'm saying, they have maybe 3 or 4 things that they don't do well. They eliminate 2 of them. The third one, they get halfway through the process and actually get it kind of tweaked. And then the most important one, which is their ability to be able to separate at the line of scrimmage, he just completely I just don't get it. Like, if that's the only thing that's preventing you, and that's the one thing that Michael Thomas has over you, and you have a conversation with Michael Thomas in the offseason, he's saying, bro, you've been in the league 5 years and you never did it. You haven't done anything. Why are we even having this conversation type thing? He's talking about the fact that you haven't taken the leap into being an elite wide receiver. You haven't put your time and effort into doing all the little things. Those are the things that count now at this point. No one's ever questioning his ability to be able to catch the ball. Nobody's questioning why he was the number 1 pick coming out of college because they knew who he was. He had the numbers. It was a good pick. What people are questioning now is your heart and dedication to being the best version of yourself. And I just don't know, man. I just think sometimes like these dudes become so complacent with just doing the other stuff. But it's the little stuff that's gonna always keep you around. That's why Larry Fitzgerald is who he is. Larry ain't gonna let you bully him at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he lost his speed. He never really was a burner, but he killed you with precision route running and the willingness to dominate you at the line of scrimmage. You come down there if you want to, thinking you're going to jam him at the line of scrimmage. He gonna leave you standing there, and now you got to work to get back into phase to stop him. And that's just.
Isn't that how Jerry made up for the fact he didn't have 4.3, 4.4 speed as well, right?
Exactly. Premier, top-notch route running. You can get a lot of things accomplished in the NFL if your route running is superb. That's one of the major things, like, people don't even give him a lot of credit for, but that's what made Steve Smith so difficult to deal with. Because he was aggressive at the point of attack of catching the ball, but at the line of scrimmage, he was not going to allow a DB to dictate to him how he was going to get into his route. Smith fought you at the line of scrimmage, and he made you work, and he wore you out at the line of scrimmage, and that freed him up to get the plays that he used to get. Hell, another guy that he should be trying to model his game after, Musa Muhammad. Musa Muhammad was a killer at the line of scrimmage. That's why DBs didn't even like going down there to try to even play press coverage against him, because he made them work. If he ever want to elevate his game to being considered in the conversation with Mike Thomas and those boys, man, he gotta get that part of his game down pat. Otherwise, he just be an above average wide receiver in the NFL that played in the NFL for the Dolphins. And I have so much. I have so much more belief that he could be so much more. That's why I never gave up on him.
Yeah. I think that's why I think that's, what you just highlighted in terms of the importance of route running. I think that shows why Devontae Smith is going to be valued so much by teams this year, I think.
Yeah.
So we just talked about DVP for a little bit there. Just to set up this, guys. This is a big play to DVP, the first big one of the game. You got 11-man personnel. You got doubles to each side. You got 2 in the shotgun. You got Gaskin to his right. And this is just, oh, man. This is the chemistry we were talking about earlier. Ball game. This is a beautiful back shoulder throw towards the sideline to a spot where only DVP can make a play on the go route, but the way DVP can manipulate his body midair to make the catch and come down and bounce, just great stuff by DVP here, man. Just fantastic stuff right here. Look at that. Oh, like what control of his body, man.
I just don't understand why it takes Norman standing out there at the line of scrimmage talking crap to you to get you fired up to be able to go do this.
Look at this. Look at tracks it, right?
Yeah.
Tracks it. Oh, snatches it. How much more do you appreciate when you see the snatch there, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Comes down with it. Oh.
You know what he did? He did what a lot of...
I'll bring it back for you. For you.
He did what you don't see a lot of rookie receivers do. He waited until he knew exactly when he needed to put his hands up so that the defender didn't have a chance to get his hands up to actually knock the ball out of his hands. He waited. That's a veteran move, right? He tracked it with his eyes, and as soon as the ball got close enough to a point where he knew only he could pull it in, that's when he threw his hands up. Right now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And Norman never had a chance. But I'm just thinking to myself all the time, like, why you got to wait for it? Because I know that's what he was doing. Whoever that is, 29 over there.
You're right. I think it is Josh Norman.
Yeah. He talking crap to him at the line of scrimmage. Like, man, we killing y'all right now. You can't do nothing to help them out here. I don't even know why you even out here. That's what I've been saying to him. Yeah, but, well, why got to take that for you to get fired up, bro?
Yeah. I want to say this. Can I say that about this, though? That's another example of, I talked about with the Gesicki KC throw of Tua just trusting his arm talent, trusting his ball placement, his anticipation, and trusting that the receiver is going to be there and make the play. And look what happens, right? The huge brings him into the red zone, right?
Yep.
So great stuff. I mean, I think you're seeing this is that chemistry I think you're starting to see come between them because this isn't the first throw like this we'll see in this game. So we got 11-man personnel right now. We got doubles to each side. Tua's in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. And it's basically an all curl route. So what you're going to have is each boundary guy is going to run about a 7-yard curl. And then the inside, the slot guys, they're going to run 5-yard curls. And Gesicki, as only we can trust Gesicki, rounds out his curl quite largely, and Tua hits him. Well, I mean, here's a perfect example. Okay, watch him. I'll run it twice. Watch Gesicki run his curl. Watch Bowden run his curl. All right, perfect example. So Gesicki is gonna get hit because he's right in front of the coverage, the cushion. It's an easy completion. I personally would have targeted DVP again, back shoulder towards the sideline, because he's one-on-one and he breaks it, and it's a 6+. And he's the hot hand right now, but that's nitpicking because it's a completion. So I'll show you a couple things. One, all right, there. Look at this, all right? You saw how he rounded it out, eh? You see that? Or you saw that, huh? How bad was that, eh? I thought of you when you did that.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so this is why I take DVP, because you got the one-on-one. He beats this man, takes up the sideline. Look at, he's not getting back there. DVP takes that in. Okay, I'm going to bring it back one more time. Again, watch Gesicki round this out. And watch. You see how Chris Bowden was on his?
Yeah, man. That is just horrible, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, people.
It's like a half dig. Like, all right, okay, guys. So a curl, right? You're just supposed to run up and curl back. Run up, curl back, right? Watch how good Bones is compared to Gesicki's. Oh my God, this guy, buddy, this guy rounds off everything, bro. I mean, his bank account must be rounded up to the highest number, bro. It's ridiculous, but it's a completion.
Whiz, man.
He kills me, bro. And if you go back, everyone's running a curl. That's how I know.
Look at his feet. Look at his feet. Look at his feet.
Oh my God.
Man. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God. A for effort, though, Mike.
So his first step is crossover. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, jeez.
I mean, thank God he ran it that way because he would have curled in front of the defender. But I guess, like, I don't think he knew he did that. I think it's one of those things like, oh, I didn't run it the right way. Oh, sorry, coach. Oh, my God. I'd still lambast him coming back. I don't care if he did complete it.
Right.
Buddy, this guy'd be running curls all week, bro. I'm like, you can't even run a curl route?
I would have him at the facility.
God forbid I ask you to run a button hook. What's going to happen then?
In the offseason, and every day he would have to run that route tree for me 15 times.
Oh, bro. 15
times every day after practice, he'd have to run the route tree for me. I'm talking about until he can run them routes in his sleep. Because nobody's really, there's no way. There's no way possible.
So, hold on a sec, BallGame. You want him to run routes in his sleep instead of falling asleep on his routes? Is that what you're asking of him right now?
Yeah. Probably be a better production when I'm getting. I'm saying, like, he needs to become familiar with the true essence of the route tree. Like, right now at this point, he doesn't have it, bro. Like, the routes that aren't even supposed to be rounded off, he rounds them off.
I know.
Come on, man.
Buddy, that's why I said, imagine him running a button hook. What am I going to get, bro? Am I going to get a post?
Post?
On a button hook, I get a post. All right, so we got 11-man personnel, doubles tight out wide left. And then you got Gesicki in right to the right with DVP split out wide right. And you got two in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. Bills are initially going to show cover 2, and they're going to switch to cover 1 with the safety moving up to the line of scrimmage here. You're going to see a great route ran by DVP on the dig. He just sells the cut with his body so well, and Tua hits him for the completion. Ford does get a step on his corner strike route on the left side, though. So there's two things to watch. One, the great after we just showed you Gesicki, watch how great this route is, and then watch the corner strike he does get. Right, he comes in. Look at Isaiah. See, there's a little spot. Look, he's even putting his hand up a little bit. He's getting held. It looks like too. Yeah. But again, I'll roll that back because as you see, the ball's already coming to DVP here, guys.
Sold it outside.
Look at it.
Outside.
Go ahead, BallGame.
So initially, what he did was he sold it outside to make the corner turn open, get him open, unsettled, and now fight the work back inside. Yeah, perfect.
Guys, that's fantastic stuff, BallGame. Like, you know why I appreciate it so much, BallGame? Because he wasn't doing that in year 1 or year 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? I kudos patting myself on the back for as soon as he wanted the hips open, I freeze framed it with the hips open. Just gonna say.
Yeah, appreciate that.
But no, that was a perfect call though, man. Like you're 110% right. I mean, people saw you literally describe it and look at the separation he got off of getting him to turn it to open his hips, right? Yeah, good stuff. So here we go. Oh my God, they're running an empty set. What's crazy is I saw empty set a lot in the red zone. Like within like the 10-15, I was like, what? Like this is like a middle of the field formation. Like what's going on here? Right? Is this Madden? Am I like when I'm seeing empty sets within like the 5-10 yard line? Like is this Madden right now? But guess what it is?
It's screen.
No, they faked the bubble screen. They're going to fake the bubble screen to DVP, and Tua's going to take out the middle, and he's going to slide down for the 4. Look at Chan getting innovative. Let's turn the screen into an option. We're not going to screen them. We'll show them the screen and give them an option.
Fake screen, QB keeper.
Yeah, look at that. There, boom, gone. Up the middle. Chan Gailey. I don't care what it is, guys. Screen. Can we run out of the screen? All right, do it. All right, so here's an empty set with a little bit of a wrinkle. Again, guys, this is the first time I've seen almost 30 plays deep. The first time we've seen empty sets back to back, and my point still stands. It's inside the 10-yard line. Like that's crazy. And here's the wrinkle. They got 2 split wide to the left, but they got 3 to the right with Gesicki stacked behind DVP here. Gesicki's going to motion inside on the right pre-snap when I think run something out of that with these 2 weapons. Anyways, that's the first thing I thought. Tua is going to target Gesicki on the slant, but the throw is going to be too high over the middle here. And I'm going to show you guys something, and then I'll have BallGame give me his thought. Like, I want to see them run something out of that stack there with those 2 weapons because we rarely see them stack behind each other like DVP and Gesicki. All right, so if I pause right here, look at the coverage again. Where are you going to go?
Blanket it.
Let's either you take it yourself or you try to make this throw. And, we'll see. I think he tried to put it in a spot where only Gesicki can make a play or it goes out of bounds.
The problem I saw is watch Gesicki's route, right?
Do you want me to bring it back? Let me bring it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% critical of this guy because if he had at the top of the route forced the DB at least. See, he never even.
He let him push them into the slant, right? He let him push them into the slant. Yeah.
He never even finished the top of his vertical stem to actually even figure out what he was doing. He just went with what the guy gave. What the guy reduced him down to.
Yeah, because BallGame, you basically want touch over these linebackers, but you want him to get the inside so you make the throw here. This is a harder throw where instead if he gets
now you're on the backside,
right?
so now he got to get the ball over the DB. And exactly.
Yeah. Like that requires a lot more touch than what you would have asked if. Yeah, you're right. Like, and that's the thing. Like, and look what BallGame points out. Like, watch, guys. Here, what's the advantage? Watch, pushes him into his route. What happens, guys? He can cut that route right away. Look at he's won this leverage battle where he can undercut that right away. Here you go, one more frame. Boom! Look at he's got the underneath.
Call it sling. All he has to do is slingshot. He has all the DB has to do is slingshot now at this point. Slingshot himself up in front, and if he tries to throw that inside, he can pick it.
We'll see. I'll look here for you, BallGame.
Bang! Ride him. Now, see, look how he transitioned. Look at it. Run it back a little bit. Look how the DB transitioned on him, and Gesicki allowed it to happen. So when the guy initially, engages him at the line of scrimmage, he has his hand on his. He has his hands in inside hand, right hand on his chest. The other one is on his outside shoulder. Right now, Gesicki takes the next step up the field. He transitions his hands to outside of him, but he's working his way with the outside hand to grab Gesicki's arm to slingshot himself to the inside position.
Right there. There it is.
Yeah,
he's got the inside position now.
And all of that was because Gesicki didn't fight hard enough to get the guy stacked at the top and then make whatever break he was gonna make. Mm-hmm. This is horrible, man. How you let nobody just bully you like that down in the red zone? You know you got a limited space to the back of the end zone. So soft, man.
Yeah.
So soft.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking soft with the T, just soft.
SAWF.
Yeah.
It's South.
Soft.
I'm not even pronouncing it. You don't even get the T, Gesicki. All right. Man, I don't know what to say anymore, bro. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if all the receivers are gone at 18. They're like, yeah, Kyle Pitts is sitting there. Why not? You know what I mean? Jesus. Okay, so we got 12-man personnel. Again, we got trips to the right. We got one to the left, two in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. And DVP is going to motion to his left slightly. See, he bunches the stack right there. And Shaheen from the left on the slant is probably the best read right there. See? What did he get, BallGame?
Yeah.
See, guys, what we're talking about. But here, just to show you guys, the ball's already out, so that's why he didn't even look it off.
Look it off.
Right? He saw this, and I will say, look at can you answer me this? Well, how does that? I know you can jam him within 5, but technically that's beyond 5 yards.
It is.
There's no flag. Look at he impedes his. How can you make a catch? He impedes his ability to make a play on the football. But anyways, let's talk about this for a sec. Because you were going off about it. Can you talk about what Shaheen does here that Gesicki doesn't?
Oh, he actually puts the DB in a compromising spot by never allowing him to take away the inside.
Mm-hmm.
He actually engaged and he dictated to that guy where he wanted to go and made him have to be in the trail position and out of the play. Look, like watch.
Yeah.
See. Well, roll it back. So what he did was he took his gather step, and then he ran straight up the field at him. So then the DB had to reset his feet. And now, see, watch. Now they hand fight, but he's still pushing vertically up the field. So
and
now
he's on his heels, and defenders on his heels, right?
Yeah, he's on his heels, and now he dictated them to him. So now I can make my move now at the top of my route, and you got to come through me to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but he still, he had already committed to going to Devontae, right?
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to draw a flag there. Look at even Devontae's like, "Where's the flag?" That's what I thought he was going to get. I think he thought he was going to get a flag.
Yeah, I'm proud. Shaheen runs way better routes than Gesicki anyway.
Yeah, especially in the red zone. Jesus.
Smythe does too.
Yeah. They're just not as athletic and as dangerous in open field.
Mm-hmm.
And as dynamic for their size as he is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. We got 11-man personnel. DVP split wide to the left. Bowden and Gesicki stacked in tight to the right with Ford out wide to the right as well. Tua is in the shotgun with Gaskin to his left. Ford. Ford motions into that bunch again from the stack. And Tua targets DVP off the slant right there.
I didn't like him because he threw off his back foot.
Yeah, it's off his back foot. The coverage is tight. It's incomplete. Okay, here's the thing you're going to see here. Again, Hunt takes the outside man, allows Edmonds a clear-cut path to Tua, and this is what causes Tua to throw off his back foot here. Again, the protection needs to be shifted with the blitz identified by Karras Davis, once more showing poor communication. I mean, look, there it is again. See? That's why he's off his back foot.
Mm-hmm.
So... Edmonds was a nightmare at times. He had his way. So, guys, this is one of the look-away moments. We got 11-man personnel, trips to the right, DVP spit out wide left with Tua in the shotgun and Gaskin to his right. And we're going to get Gesicki. He's going to motion to that left side right there. And I just want to show right here, if you pause it right here, let me bring it back one slight frame. Okay, watch DVP off the line. He gets mugged right there. And when he gets mugged, what does it do? Look at, he loses his balance. He slips. And there you go. There is the catch by Norman. It's a pick six. That's not to his fault. That's Norman got away with the defensive pass interference. I mean, where's the flag, Zebras? We need some freaking consistency in this game.
Yeah, at this point, they were probably more concerned about just getting it over with and getting up out of there themselves, because we were halfway decent, but we weren't fighting hard enough, and they're not gonna bail us out.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight at this point.
Yeah.
So we got 11-man personnel, doubles to the left, doubles to the right. Tua's in the shotgun, Gaskin to his right. Coverage is soft with a nice cushion, and it's going to allow. Yeah, and it's going to allow Gesicki to be wide open on the quick out, so Tua targets him for the completion. There's not really much downfield at the time. He made another quick bang decision, and thank God, because what you guys will see here, Robert Hunt has real issues with Daryl Johnson now in the spin move. Earlier it was Trent Murphy, now it's Daryl Johnson. Again, displaying he doesn't have the feet or the athleticism as he's beat right out of his kick slide. Right out of his kick slide, he's beat, brother.
And shaking like a stripper.
So
did you see it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's bring it back. You can hear the ready. There's a knees rattling. Look at knees rattling. Ready? Let's one more time. Rattle.
You know what that is? You know what that's a sign of? That's
a boy playing a grown man's sport.
That plus he is not comfortable in a tackle stance.
Well, I mean, even look at his feet. Okay, look at as he was sliding, right? Wow. Look at his left foot. He drags, right? It doesn't like
shuffle. No
Yeah,
shuffle.
there's
That's
no
the
shuffle.
bad.
Like, watch. There's a perfect example. Let me see if I can get the play back. Watch. Is it this play? Yeah, that's Gesicki on the quick out. Yeah, okay, so watch this. It's a perfect example. Watch Hunt's left foot, okay? Watch Hunt's left foot. He's going to drag instead of shuffle, like ball game, so eloquently put that word. Watch his left foot. I'll see if I can freeze it. First of all, I can't get past the rattling knees.
Yeah, that's not a shuffle. That's a blatant drag. Lazy legs, man.
Look at that.
Bad base. Now I can take you anywhere I want to. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta get that inside.
Yeah, guard, buddy, guard.
Yeah.
11-man personnel. We got doubles on each side with Shaheen in on the left for Gesicki, 2 in the pistol with Gaskins behind. This is a very, very dangerous throw. Shaheen sits over the middle he's going to sit over the middle on a hitch route, but there's multiple defenders right underneath the route. I'll freeze it to show you guys. And they're there before the break because look, they're showing, but they drop back right here. They're right under that hitch route. And Tua is already in motion for throwing. Right, and it's dangerous. Here's the thing. Look at the boundary curls.
There would have been better choices.
Yeah, you need to throw one of those boundary curls. Specifically, if you want me hindsight, forward. Watch. You want to talk about another good route? Watch the separation.
And the DB is still bailing.
Watch how you talked about stacking DBs, right?
Yeah.
Watch Ford's job right here on the bottom. Ball game. Watch. Ready? Look at that!
Yeah, 30 was already bailing though.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you saw the cushion he was getting, and he sold it really well. I don't know. Almost another interception, risky throw, dangerous throw. But like ball game said, we're at a point right now where they're opening it up. So, dangerous stuff. Okay, so here we go. We got 12-man personnel. DVP split tight to the left. Smythe has the wing back to the right with Gesicki stacked behind Ford tightly to that same side. Tua is obviously in the pistol. There's Gaskin behind him. And Gesicki's going to motion to the left out of the stack right there. And this is an RPO play, guys. Tua is going to keep it to himself, and he's going to roll to the left. And look at AJ Epinesa. If he's not there, guys, Tua can reset and plant because watch Parker.
You already got the guy turned around.
Yeah. But the problem is you can't because you're going to get lit up, right?
Yep.
So, you're going to get killed. So he gets a couple yards, but, wish AJ Epinesa wasn't have to be dealt with right there because he had a potential big play. Look at that. Look at that. Gone. Could have thrown it on the run, or at least tried to, but this is what it is. So go ahead.
These are things he won't miss next season.
Oh, for sure. They're gonna go back and watch the film, clearly, right? Yeah. 11-man personnel again, doubles to each side. Tua's in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. Tua, he's gonna take Shaheen immediately on that flat route right there. Even he does that little pump, man. He throws it out of bounds because if you go back, again, look at
coverage.
It's very good ball game.
Yep.
Right? It's no joke. Look at it again.
No one separated.
Where are you going? It's good coverage, right?
The only option you had was to take another shot up the field at the very top, but he'd already been isolated because when he ran behind and didn't get to the inside to turn the corner around, he pretty much isolated himself to the sideline. So that would have had to been one hell of a catch.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that up there? Devontae?
Oh, downfield right here?
Yeah, who is that? Can't see.
Yeah, I think it's Devontae. Yeah, it's Devontae.
Watch what he does at the onset of the route, right? So the corner opens up, and instead of him taking the inside, he went willingly outside behind the guy. The guy just basically pushed him to the sideline. He's over the top of the route. Look at that. See?
Yeah. Know where you can go.
gotta know a lot. So it's just frustrating to watch NFL wide receivers basically eliminate themselves from the play. This type of stuff that needs to be cleaned up, man. And I just don't think that somebody with 5 years of experience should have to be talked to about this type of stuff either, though. Like, but when you been hurt and things of that nature, they're not really focused on you. They're focused on the guys that are available. So I guess,
yeah,
he missed a lot of them lessons, but hopefully he can. Man, I just want him to do so well, man. That's why I'm critical of him.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. We got 11-man personnel. We got trips to the right, 1 out wide left, 2 in the shotgun with Ahmed to his left. And Ahmed, he's going to do a great job. He picks up Matakovich, the linebacker, because they're going to come on the double stunt. So it's good stuff. Jackson has some containment issues on here. Look at that. Comes up, makes a move. And there you go. Big play for Tua Tagovailoa. I want to talk about something here because what you're going to see, guys, is, again, watch Ahmed pick up his man, Tyler Matakovich. He's going to do a great job of picking him up. So there's Ahmed right here. Watch him pick him up. And then Vernon Davis, he's going to beat Jesse Davis, pretty badly. And Jackson's going to have his own containment issues as well. So, but the one thing, we see a good rep from Karras on this, guys. It's, he pancakes AJ Klein. But, I mean, you could tell the problem here is, Ahmed is coming directly into Tua's lane in terms of taking away his area to climb and reset his feet to make a read and throw. So Tua just gets shifty. He moves out of the pocket and takes off for a nice gain on the scramble. And I ask you guys again, no wiggle, right? Look at that double stunt, right? Up the middle with the linebackers and smart big play. And you know what I like to see, ball game? Things we've noticed through watching the All-22. He's sliding instead of going head first now a lot more in terms of Tua Tagovailoa, right?
More yardage.
So we got 11-man personnel. It's the same package. Trips to the right, 1 out wide left. 2 is in the shotgun with Ahmed to his left. Buffalo, again, changes the coverage at the snap, if you saw it there. And, again, Tua targets Gesicki. What was that, a curl, a rounded off dig? Jesus, for the incompletion. Absolute. Again, I'll show you guys. Like, it's just such poor route running. Like, no wonder he's not getting separation.
Facts.
Like, what is this? A curl or is this a dig? You tell me what that is. All right. Jesus Lord. So, I don't know. It's a tough throw. He's got to throw to his right to forward on the dig, but it's dangerous with the defender underneath it. So, the throw, as you guys will see here, it's a touch behind Gesicki too, because I think he was expecting him to run a curl. Not round it out so much. So, and it's still, as you'll see here, that hits, you still got to make the catch. You got both hands on it. Still got to make the catch. He doesn't. Incomplete. Again, I go back to, we got a tight end who doesn't make a lot of catches. Top 5 tight end chatter-worthy guys make. So here we go. The drops now are about to begin. This is a 4 drop. We got 11-man personnel. Same package again. Trips to the right, 1 out wide left. 2 in the shotgun. Gaskin this time to the left. They motion Bowden this time. And there you go. Look at that. Like, how do you drop that, Isaiah? Good God almighty. Like, look at this one more time. Like, Tua makes a fantastic throw here. You see the motion from the boundary. And here's my issue. Okay? First of all, I got to say this. Oh, I'll get into that in a sec. First of all, what are you doing here, Preston? And I said Preston. Because Isaiah Ford, what do you got, the Preston Williams? I got to jump when I don't have to habit. But why want you to see this? I want you to watch DVP. He's going to be gone up the sideline on his go route because the DB is going to switch coverage at the snap at the linebacker, and the safety comes to help Gesicki, comes to help on Gesicki, who's going to get released over the middle on his go route. So it's kind of a missed opportunity to the left side. Watch the left side. Watch the switch ball game. You'll see what I'm talking about here. There's the switch. Look at, oh my God. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But it is what it is. He still made a good pass to Ford, right?
Yeah.
He still made a money read to Ford, and this is going to show you guys how bad the drop is right here. Like this guy is just unreal, man. I don't know what's going on.
First time I seen them pick up the stunts all season.
Oh, Jesus.
They actually picked up the stunt.
Are you impressed?
Yeah. I just wanted to know if they could actually pull it off, and they did.
So I got a problem with his play design here, BallGame.
Okay.
So we got 11-man personnel, same package. Once again, we've been seeing this a lot, guys. Trips to the right, one out wide left, two in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right is the only change right now. So Tua, he's going to throw the curl to DVP, and the defender's going to try to jump the route, and he's going to break the pass instead. My problem is the right side. There's not going to be much developing at all, even if Tua releases it quick, because if you're going to look, everyone's too condensed. It's deeper routes with everyone condensed. So the defense is less spread out on this side, and there's more defenders in this area than you'd normally like, so you can't make a play. So watch what I'm talking about, the condensed to the right side. I don't like the design. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the bodies I got here right now.
And covered.
Right? He's bracketed as soon as he comes out of this. This man's mirrored. I mean, like the whole middle of the feet, and then I got a free body here ready to do something on this man. Like, I don't like how this I don't like the design.
Yeah,
and then there you go, and then boom, it's an incompletion, and they're talking jazz to DVP, big time right there.
You know, that's Josh Norman. Still feeling like he's that guy.
Yeah, because he had the pick 6 earlier, right?
Yep.
So this is Gailey showing innovation once more. Oh, because look, it's the 11-man personnel with the trips to the right, one out wide to the left, two in the shotgun, and Gaskin back to the left now. Wow, that was your innovation. Let's switch Gaskin from the right to the left. Again, the Bills are going to see they dropped their coverage back right there, pre-snap to change their look. And Tua has Gesicki underneath for the short gain, but he's going to take a shot along the right sideline to Ford. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. Look at that stutter. Did you see that stutter?
Yeah.
Did you see that stutter? Guess what? Surprise, surprise. He can't haul it in. Look at stutter right there. Gone. And he can't haul it in. Look at that. Hits him. And he can't make the catch, man. Ball game.
I don't have nothing to say, bro.
Like, unreal, buddy. Think of how many... You know what the worst thing is, ball game? How many of them are 15, 20, 25-yard balls that they're dropping? Like, we're talking like... how many drops in are we? We're like, what, 5, 6 drops in? We've already, like, left over 100 yards on the field.
Facts.
And this kid finished with 361. This guy would have had a 500-yard game if these guys knew how to catch footballs. This is crazy, man. At this point right now, and I'm not jinxing anything, but at this point right now, from what we've seen, ball game, is it fair to say that, I don't know, DVP's been the only consistent guy right now so far, 40-plus passes in terms of making plays?
More than fair.
So here we go. 11-man personnel doubles on each side to it in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. And this is another great Gaskin effort by Gaskin. You see that? Go ahead, BallGame. Talk about it.
Yeah, awesome pickup. Identified, cut the guy. You can't take him on just based on his size, so you take his legs from him to get him out of the play. Yeah.
Yeah. And you look at another yak play to DVP, right? As he got hits across the middle for the slant on the nice gain. It's just crazy. Like, at this point in the game right now, ball game, he's the only one consistently creating space for himself.
Yeah, he was the only. Well, we knew he was the only real threat. He's the only real wide receiver we truly got.
Yeah. So, look, ball game, 11-man personnel, trips to the right, one out wide left. This is what I was talking about. Remember when I said earlier we started getting predictable even when we opened it up? Where's the empty sets, ball game? We're on, there's 61 plays, 62 plays. We're on play 43. We're near the end here, technically, because we're in passing mode right now. Why am I not seeing empty sets? Why am I seeing these 3-by-1 splits consistently, man? And then a sprinkle or a dash of doubles.
Chan Gailey.
Unbelievable, man. He's not even switching up the 3-by-1 looks, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, in terms of, like, stacking guys. Like, we haven't even seen bunch. We haven't even seen trips bunched very often right now.
Right.
Like, well, like, I don't know, brother. So, again, Tua, he's just going to target Bowden on the comeback. And guess what? Guess what he does? Jumps for the football. Oh, and what happens? He drops the football. And then you want to see this? You want to see, we were talking about, I know we've been talking about our boy all night, Gesicki. Gesicki, the best route runner in the world. Guess what, ball game?
Yeah, that will.
Gesicki runs the most rounded out route I've seen all year. So kudos to him. Hollins is open off the slant, but Tua doesn't, I believe, look there. But check Gesicki's route here. This is an out route. I don't know. Like, you want to talk about rounding stuff out? Look at it. Oh my God! I'm starting to I don't know.
Can't make this stuff up, man.
Look at this! Look at this!
Can't make it up, bro.
Look at this! Oh my God! Holy jeez, ball game!
I would love to be a fly on the wall, man, in the position room, bro, when they were reviewing film after the games, man, just to hear what they're saying to this guy, or if anybody's saying anything at all, because if no one's in there saying anything to him about his route running, they need to be fired too.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's Godsey anymore. I don't think it's somebody else that should be that's in there talking, because can't be Godsey, because he has to recognize how horrible that is. But I think he's preoccupied with something else.
And guys, that drop was on Bowden. That was not on Tua. Would you agree, ball game?
Yeah.
What's with this jumping? Like, same with like, what's with these? I don't understand. All right, so you know what this is? Screen time. So we got 11-man personnel, trips to the right, one out wide left, two in the shotgun, Gaskin to the left. I mean, I would hate to see Gailey run empty sets more than this. Look, considering those are proven to work well with Tua, but here we are. It's a screen to Gaskin right there. He gets solidly blocking and gets beyond the first down marker, but we're seeing screens before we're seeing empty sets at this point. Here we go. 11-man personnel trips to the right is going to be the next one here. Again, they're going to go back to that trips to the right, one out wide left. Like, again, what's the wrinkle? Oh, let's switch up the running back. Here we go again, that 3-by-1 set. And all it is let's switch up Gaskin with Ahmed. That's what it is right now. And Shaheen is in for look at Shaheen is in for Gesicki. So this is a nice throw. This is Tua's going to make a beautiful back shoulder throw to the sideline, targeting DVP on that fade 9 route. Once more, DVP is going to make a great catch by maneuvering his body. Look at the cushion he gets too. And it's throwing world, and he can make a play on it. Boom, right there. Gets his feet in. Those are big-time throws, guys. Smart, accurate, perfect ball placement. And Tua with DVP have been killer on these all year. They've been showing some chemistry building between them, ball game. I love it.
Went from right side to left side, found this guy. Bam.
But he only makes one read, ball game. How did he do that?
Yeah. That's what I was just about to say.
So we got 11-man personnel. We got trips to the right. We got one out wide left, two in the shotgun with Ahmed to the left. This is just an option. Tua keeps, takes off to the left for a little short gain right there. Not much to it. And then, you know, it's just simple option, right? Just boom, doom. There you go. Let's take her. Good sell.
What?
Slide. Love to see the kid sliding, man. It was cringe. I know you were too when he's diving head first earlier. All right, 11 earlier in the season. So we got 11-man personnel. We got doubles on each side. Two in the shotgun with Ahmed to his left. Tua, he's going to hit DVP on the drag, who, guess what? Now he can't handle the passes. Oh, man, as it pops up in the and out of his grip, up into the air, falls incomplete. I mean, what, are people going to blame Tua for this now too? Guys, ball game. I know you're a DB coach. Can you tell, as a coach's rule, what's the rule if it hits both hands as a receiver?
Oh, that's a catch.
Thank you very much. That's right in both hands. He doesn't make the catch. I don't want to hear it, all right?
Pull it in.
So here we go. Gailey goes back to it. 11-man personnel. Trips to the right. 1 out wide left. 2 in the shotgun. Gaskin to the left as well. And Tua makes the right read as Bowden's going to get separation out of his break by using his body to sell the route initially. But the ball is a tad high. Bowden tips it up. And the safety crashes on the ball. And then boom. It's up. It's intercepted. And kudos to Hunt because he pancakes his man. But this is just tip drill, baby. If you're going to see right here, people are going to look at that and say, oh, that was a tad high. Yeah, it was a tad high. But guess what? I'm about to show you guys from the God view. This is why you don't watch the broadcast, that Bowden should have had this ball. Bowden actually should have made this catch. All right, watch this. So Hunt, look at Hunt pancakes his man. Nice to see a rep from him. All right, I'm going to stop it right there. That's in his hands, guys.
Yeah.
And then it pops up and out. You got to make that catch. That's in his hands, guys.
Critical moment. Dogs gonna have to step up and make huge plays.
Yeah, man. Why do I call it the God view? Because it shows you that godly view that a broadcast don't. He should, and yeah, I agree, Zachary, stop with the pump faking, but you got to make, you got to make that catch, man. All right. So, keeping it rolling here as we're getting closer and closer to the end. Thank God Chan Gailey's gone, so our quarterback doesn't have to throw 8 times ever again, hopefully. So we got 11-man personnel, trips to the left, 1 out wide right, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed is to the right. Again, the safety drops back to cover 2 pre-snap to change the look, post-snap for Tua. And Tua overthrows Gesicki, who found a soft spot in the coverage of his post route. Could have been a huge gain. It's picked off. It's just guys.
Yeah,
that's a flat out bad throw by Tua, especially coming off a pick on the previous throw. Tua's got to make that throw. You got something you want to say, BallGame?
Nope. That's exactly what happened. I mean, I don't have anything to add to that. It is what it is. It's a bad throw.
Yeah, that's just a bad throw. Yeah. So we aren't going to make it. People are like, oh, BallGame and reason. You guys make excuses. No, man. When it's a bad throw, it's a bad throw. This is all on Tua. All right? That's a good pocket. That just, like BallGame said, that sailed on him. That's a great pocket. That's whatever. All right. Keeping it rolling here. 11-man personnel. Trips to the left. 1 out wide right. 2 in the shotgun with Ahmed to the right. And Tua, he's going to make a tight window throw to Gesicki on the dig route. Again, poor route running. Jesus. It's complete as the only other option. If you guys would have saw there, I'll bring it back one more time so you guys can roll it. The only other option is going to be Bowden in the left flat. Yeah, that's it. Right? Poor route running by Gesicki. Whatever though. So here we go. It's the next play is going to be another one. Oh man. And he turns fully back to the route like he's supposed to sit at the top there. So this is just a quarterback sneak right there for the first down. 11-man personnel. So it's just an easy first down. We get it. We convert. We move the sticks. Right there. There you go. So, all right. Here we go. We got 11-man personnel, trips to the left, 1 out wide right, 2 in the shotgun with Ahmed to the left. The linebackers are going to show blitz. They're going to drop back into the coverage, and the safety, he dropped back out of the box, like you guys just saw there as well, to change the look once more. Post-snap, yep, into cover 2. And Tua hits Ford, who is wide open at the top of his stab route, who turns the catch back to the sideline instead of going inside, which is actually smart as he gains a first down plus more there. So, another thing, if you guys see quickly, he may have had a chance on the corner route here. If you watch the corner route, he has a chance there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, hey, it's a completion. It's a first down. I'm not going to complain about my quarterback, not taking bigger shots when he gets the first down anyways, right? Like, that's just nitpicking, and that's just using hindsight to try and fit an agenda, I think.
This was a part of the game where the O-line actually did a decent job of picking up.
Yeah.
A little time.
Yeah. So here we go. Another screen. 11-man personnel, trips to the right, 1 out wide left, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed to his left, 2 hits Ahmed on the screen. He gets decent blocking, hits up along the sideline to get a first down, plus some right there. Pretty good play as we keep rolling along the screens. Chandy boy loving them. all day for Channy. Jeez. All right, so here we go. 11-man personnel. We got trips to the right, 1 out wide left, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed to his left, and here you go. Tua steps up in the pocket right there, and he's going to deliver a dime to DVP on that deep crosser. Hits him in the hands, and he just drops the ball. And look what that would have been. What was that? 19, 20 yards on that one drop. Unreal ball game.
That's not Devontae, man. That was Ford.
Was that Ford?
Yeah.
Was that Ford?
Yeah, that's Ford.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was Ford. My bad. My apologies, DVP. That was Ford. Screw you, Isaiah. My bad. You're correct. That is Isaiah Ford. My bad. All right. So 11-man personnel. You got double seat side, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed to his right. Tua hits DVP right here on that little quick. And what does he do? He drops it anyway. Sorry, my bad. So I guess I was foreshadowing.
Yeah, you were just a play ahead. That's all.
Yeah. Oh man, it is what it is. And Gesicki, his go route, it almost picked the coverage almost there and allowed DVP to come underneath. But
it like the way he ran it, like he was running the fade.
I know, eh? Mm-hmm. So here you go. We got empty set. Finally, 2 to the, and it's outside the red zone. Look at that. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Buffalo is going to drop everyone back and send 4. And 2 is going to hit Gesicki right here on the post. Good catch. Right over the middle. Soft spot in the coverage. Say it. What do you want to say, BallGame?
Horrible route. Good catch.
What? Oh, man. You got to send him a box of chocolates, bro. If Gesicki ever hears this, he might, So, look at what they're doing. An empty set with a wrinkle, but we're inside the 5.
I'm going to send him a route tree.
You got to highlight where he breaks, though, brother. So, Gesicki motions to the inside and really highlight it so he knows just to cut it square, not round it out. So, you're going to see Gesicki. He's going to motion out of that stack there. Tua's going to have Ahmed on the drag route. Gaskin on the drag route, not Ahmed. He's going to have him on the drag route. But he targets DVP, taking his man to the back of the end zone. DVP makes a catch, but it's out of bounds. At least he tried.
That's an I trust you throw.
Yeah, to make the play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we got doubles to each side. Tua in the shotgun. We got Ahmed to his right, and let's roll it. Look at Tua move up, move out, and he takes a little dump off underneath. What else are you gonna do, my friend, when it's collapsing around you? Ball game, and look, I mean, you see the score, right?
Covered too.
Yeah,
everything's covered.
Yep, everything's covered downfield. Little dump off. There it is. Completion. Here's the thing. You know what they're forcing him to do? Even when we start opening up, they're forcing his receivers to be dynamic and playmakers when we all know they're not, right? So here we go. 11-man personnel, another one of those 3-by-1 splits, 3 to the left, 1 out, split wide to the right, 2 in the shotgun, Ahmed to his right. And he just steps back. Look at the double pumps. He's not feeling it. And dangerous stuff there. He gets it out somehow, ball game. But you see the pumps happen, right? I mean, that's the thing he's gonna have to learn to get away. Look at pump, and then he just right over the middle. Wow, look at that! Thank God he has a quick release ball game.
So you can tell right out the gate though, this kid is so used. He's so used to guys beating their guy and being open when he's ready. That double pump is an indication to him, like he's like thinking to himself, like, oh God, damn, I wish I could have. Oh, he ain't open. All right, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at you. He likes something here, and then he likes something there, right? Yeah. And then he comes back to the over the middle. Boom, right? So, yeah, you can tell. And again, look at how quick his release is. Ball game. People don't give his release enough credit. That thing was like bam right out after the pump. You know what I mean?
So always hate, bro.
Another one of those 3-by-1 split sets, 11-man personnel, 3 to the left, 1 out wide to the right, Ahmed to his right. And again, letting it roll here.
Then we know Chan Gailey's favorite formation, that's for sure.
Yep. And look at it, just hits that little slant route to Mac Hollins, who, oh, what a surprise, can't hold on to the football. You know, I'll say this. I see like I'm saying this weekly. We went from earlier on in the season, return of the Mac, to we want to return the Mac. All right. Return to sender to Philadelphia.
There's no wonder they didn't ask to try to get him back.
And that ended up being a fumble, right?
Yep.
So
he took steps. Made a
go.
football move.
Yep. Doubles to each side. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed to his right. And then they're going to motion Smythe to the left side. Tua, guess what? It's a screen, guys. It's a screen to Ahmed, and it don't go nowhere.
Nowhere.
Oh, man. What are we at? Screen number 8 or 9 right now, I think?
9.
Jesus. 9 screens, 11 drops. Oh, my God. And he threw the ball 58 times. He just counted for 20 of the 38.
Recipe for disaster.
Yep. 11-man personnel, doubles each side again. 2 in the shotgun. Gaskin to his right. Gaskin picks up the man, and then Tua makes a little tight window throw over the middle. Then again, there again to Smythe, a rare Durham Smythe sighting. As you see, the linebackers drop back. And it's just a little hitch route, hits them, boom. Sorry,
they got the timing down now, man.
Curl. Yeah,
they have the timing down now. They know that it's they know what the drops, where his drops are. Watch how deep they got. Look at that.
Yeah,
because Chan became so predictable.
Yep. Again, 3-by-1 split, 3 to the right, trips to the right, 1 out wide left. Tua in the shotgun, Patrick Laird out to his left. Tua takes a snap, and he just goes over the middle on that simple drag, that low drag to Gesicki. Not much to it. And, hey, at least you know when he runs that route, he can't run. Yeah, you can run that. You know what I mean? It's a rounded route anyways. Thank God.
He actually run that perfect.
Yeah, he did. Because it's rounded, brother. So 3-by-1 again. 11-man personnel. They got Shaheen in there instead of Gesicki right now. And then we got Ahmed to his left out of the shotgun. And there you go. Another screen. We've officially hit double digits. We've officially hit double digits in screens, guys. Oh, my God. How painful is this to watch?
Buffalo let their entire reserves and everything play on defense.
Like, why wouldn't you? They're just going to screen you to death. And here's the thing: we're down by as much as we're down by. These guys calling screens, bro. Jesus. So that 3-by-1 set again, 11-man personnel, 2 in the shotgun. Ahmed to his left. And see that rotation ball game? Nice rotation by the defense there.
It's the same stuff, man. All the thing you're doing is swapping sides. Same route combinations.
Yeah, it's just the same stuff. Right? It just sells the slant, comes over across, and he takes a hit. He gets the first down. Good play by Bowden. But, I mean, you're right. It's the same stuff, bro. Wow, look at that.
Wasn't that the drag that we just saw Gesicki ran?
Oh, that was a slant. Yeah, it was a slant.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. But look at it. Look at it previously.
Okay,
it's
go
the
back.
Same play.
Oh,
the slant
okay.
Came from the backside, but
yeah.
It was that Shaheen runs it now. Like, watch.
Yeah, Shaheen runs it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. And they covered
play.
it. They covered it. Yeah, they took it away.
The
Yeah. Oh my God, unbelievable. Oh, why you got to disappoint me like that, ball game?
I'm sorry, man. I'm just pointing
I
out.
was already happy going. So again, cover 2 look. How much they loving it, eh?
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got again that 3-by-1 split. We got 11-man personnel, and we got Ahmed to his right, and Tua. You know, there you go. You see it collapse around him. He moves off, makes a nice throw, and I don't know what to say, brother. I mean, it is what it is. Bowden can't come down with it. You see him roll out here. The pressure feels it, rolls out. That you got to make that catch, BallGame. I'm sorry, bro. You got to make that catch, right? Come on, man.
Hang your quarterback out the draft.
3-by-1 set. Ahmed to his right, out of the shotgun. 11-man personnel. You got Smythe out there right now instead of Gesicki. Tua, and he looks off and he takes that post route to Isaiah Ford, makes a completion. Isaiah Ford can make that catch, but he can't make wide open catch. Unbelievable stuff, bro. Like, this is just the inconsistency is like ridiculous. Nice effort, nice catch by Isaiah Ford, man. All right, again, that 11-man personnel, 3-by-1 split, 3 to the right, 1 out wide to the left, which is Isaiah Ford. We got Ahmed to the left of Tua in the shotgun. And this is a big boy throw. Oh, that's my quarterback, Malcolm Perry. This is the last throw of the game, the last throw for Tua of the season. BallGame. Can you talk about the coverage right here, about the exchange and the release?
Oh, the release?
Yeah. Look at the stutter in the cell, by Perry. Hey, look at the stutter. Come on, bro. Come on. We got a rook doing this in Gesicki. How many years in the league? Oh, what a sell. Gets himself wide open. And Tua just puts it on the money, brother.
Them guys been running routes, man, all they days, man. Gesicki, yeah, that ain't his forte. But if he want to stay around, he gonna have to learn how, because otherwise he's gonna be out of a job, man. Nobody putting up with that foolishness from him. Look at the
one more time. Look at the corner bite, my friend. Look at corner bites right there. Right? He takes a step, it's over. Oh, and Tua sees it, reads it, makes a throw. Man, I mean, I love that this is the last throw of the season, BallGame, because
touchdown.
This is beautiful stuff right here, man. If this was going to be the one, if this is going to be the one touchdown of the game, I love it came in this form. Big time stuff, big boy throw. Man, BallGame, I love doing this stuff with you, man. I can't wait. The next film analysis we're going to have for you guys, I've talked to BallGame. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to look back at Xavier Howard, and we're going to say Xavier Howard, the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard, the All-Pro defensive player of the year. That's going to be our next film analysis. That's going to come in the next, I want to say, 2 weeks. Be out on the lookout for that, because next week's special little thing, I'm going to be dropping a video on Reason's top 5 favorite free agent targets and honorable mentions for heading into free agency. So then the week after that, the special video I'll drop for you will be me and BallGame, and we'll be breaking. I want to take a week. I think me and BallGame deserve a week off breaking down all 22 for you guys, and then we'll be back and we'll start breaking down X. We got a couple ideas me and him I've talked about in terms of, the offensive line as a unit. We're probably going to do something about them. We're gonna get into like individual player and even some unit breakdowns. I think we might even look at Raekwon Davis too. So we might even look at, hey, I'm just spitballing. Nick Needham is another good topic to see how he became so good at the slot this year. So we got a couple ideas brewing. So BallGame.
Yes, sir.
Any final thoughts? If you look at 3 of Tua's top receivers on Sundays, all netted fewer than the league average in terms of average separation on any given snap, meaning that tight window throws, as we saw, were especially so against the Bills. What were your thoughts in terms of what we just went through and how everything looked for you on the All-22?
We talked about this in great detail, man. The fact of the matter for me is that I knew and have long since known who we were on offense. So I was more disappointed in the fact that Chan Gator just didn't recognize that we were having better success in the empty sets than in his traditional 3-by sets. And stubbornness, I guess, maybe to some degree, is the reason why he just stayed with it and stayed in those sets. But when you're not getting any more than 2.5 to 3 yards out of the plays that you're running, you got to switch things up, and he didn't at any point challenge Buffalo. You know, they got a great secondary. Those guys fly around. They get to, you know what I'm saying, from one side of the field to the other with great ease and conviction. So when you got a defense that's willing to sell out like that, you have to challenge them vertically up the field and do things that are against the grain, and we just didn't. So a lot of that probably contributed to the fact, it was attributed to the fact that maybe he just knew we didn't have the separators, so he was trying to keep everything simple. But even then, man, you got to have a killer instinct, and just I think that's part of the reason why he's no longer with us, is he's just too old school, too conventional, and took too long to get into the stuff that really gave us an opportunity to be competitive and to open up and make the defense have to change what they were doing. So I know we didn't. To me, we never had the weapons. Like I said, all season long, especially after Preston went down, we've only really had one true wide receiver, in my opinion, out there. Everybody else is a gadget guy. But when the ball hits you in your hands, especially in both hands, you got to catch it, especially if you considering and calling yourself a professional. So for me, it's a great season in regards to the fact that we doubled up the win total from what we did last year, but I was never convinced, even with the defensive efforts and the things that those guys did on that side of the ball, that we were ready to be a playoff team yet. And watching this game against Buffalo on Sunday and watching their second unit come out and even move the ball on us told me that we still got some ways to go, but we're on the right path to getting there. And I believe in what we put in place. I believe in Tua. I believe that they'll do the job of getting the right type of weapons that he needs for him to be successful. And we'll see the brilliance of the reason why we took him at 5 and took the chance, you know what I'm saying, I'm bringing him in to be our future quarterback. I'm on the bus now. In regards to, I've completely bought in with Greer and Flores. So anyone out there that's still convinced that they want to be a naysayer, then you can do that by yourself. I'm not going to be a part of that process, and I'm not going to waste my energy talking to anyone in regards to those type of things, because none of that negativity feeds the positivity that this team has created. Yes, that Buffalo, the way we lost bothers me more than the loss, because I initially stood by what I was saying. I thought we were an 8-8 team at best. I thought 3 wins would be more than what three more wins would be the total of what we got from last year. And the fact that they gave me 10, I'm more than ecstatic about where we were headed. So watching the All-22 with you has definitely, for me, given me a different perspective on how and where I know we need to address things. So if they don't, I told my wife this as well, I'm going to be drafting a letter here shortly, man, sending it to the organization, you know what I'm saying, in hopes that, you know, they are listening to other people as well. And, you know, just take some, because there's never in football, I don't think having too many, there's no such thing as having too many eyes on a situation. You feel me?
Yeah,
and sometimes a different perspective of things. Like I've never come out and said that the rookies don't have the potential to be better on that offensive line. I think they all do. But I always said they're being played out of position. And I strongly feel like you move Kenley to the left side, move Hunt inside, you're gonna get Pro Bowl type of production from those guys. And Eric Flowers been stealing money, and Ted Karras was just another one of the eyesores. Those two guys next to each other are train wrecks, and we can't have that going forward. I don't think there's a ceiling. I think Karras has reached his ceiling, to be truthful. So his value to us is to me at this point going forward nothing more than a backup, a guy that you throw in the midst of your number one guy going down. But we got to figure something out, man. Eric Flowers ain't worth $10 million, man. He should be writing a refund check, in my opinion. I think I really think a lot of the struggles that Jackson have are a direct result of Flowers.
Yeah.
So
All right. So guys, I'm gonna be back either tomorrow night or the night after, and I'll be doing basically an open roundtable for everyone, and we'll recap the season a little bit. And then next week or the week after, hoping next week, I'm gonna look into it, but I'm gonna have a special little roundtable season review. So we're gonna do a season recap either tomorrow or the night after. And then, guys, next week and the week after, the content will start coming, guys. So be on the lookout, because now we're going to go start talking free agency. We're going to start talking, obviously, as coaching candidates pop up and interview. We're going to talk about that. Draft is obviously going to become heavy right now. So we're getting into the off-season content, which is going to be just as exciting. So keep an eye. And on top of that, guys, me and BallGame, we're going to be coming with still some film analysis. It's just not going to be weekly like how it was with Tua. But like I said, we got some ideas on the back burner that we're going to be coming forward with. So, guys, until then, y'all know what it is. It's fins up all day, every day. And once again, BallGame, it's been a pleasure doing this Tua stuff with you, man. And yeah, guys, be on the lookout. The finish line should be coming out tomorrow. We just had some issues, so it'll be coming out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for the finish line tomorrow. And guys, appreciate each and every one of you. We'll talk to you very soon. And oh yes, Jazza, he says, you going live for any of the games this week? I'm actually not, because I got some stuff playing this weekend, first weekend. But I will be live on Monday night for the national championship, and that show will be opened up to everyone. So Monday night for the national championship, Ohio, Alabama will be right here. Wow. I just wanted to shout out. We just got a crazy donation. Another one, a PayPal donation at that too. It is from, let me bring it up here. Wow. From Pratam Chaudhary. He said, $100 donation, brother. He said, great job on breaking down the All-22 for the entire season. There isn't anyone on YouTube that has broken down the All-22 for every single game for any team but you and BallGame. Thank you, guys. So, man, appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. So, guys, we will be back again. Like I said, be back on either probably Saturday, and I want to shout out each and every one of you patrons: Infinite Trauma, Rhinos, The Fake Spike, Shake Money, Joe BK all day, Ramon Casillas, Seth, Slim Pickens, Big Time, Victor Ramon Casillas, Marino's Goat, Red Dino, your boy Trev, Keith, Conflict, Josh, Tranquilize. Appreciate each and every one of you. And let's keep it rolling, guys. We're on our way to 3,000. Let's get there. Fins up, guys. We'll see you in the next couple of nights. Be on the lookout, social media and the YouTube community tab. Most likely be on the lookout for me probably Saturday night. It may change and maybe tomorrow night, but you'll be updated either way. Fins up, everyone.
Peace and love, guys.